Peggy 12.
Hundreds of opponents, all felled by his hand. Thousands of strikes exchanged. They forged his spirit. Every moment engraved into his very being. Fists with ambitions so great, they seek to soar beyond the very heavens. Nichts!
Simple and clean. Showtime, baby! Welcome to Sets. This will be a good fight.
We started this show around early 2021, and we're still 3 years strong. Would you believe it? We're 100 episodes in. It's crazy to even think that and dream that. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another week of Sets here on Capcom Fires. Like we said, it is our 100th episode. We want to do a little bit special. We are going to talk about that very shortly. I'm going to be your host once again tonight, Jammerz, for this lovely event. And alongside me are the co-hosts for this lovely occasion. They've been here. They are my co-hosts. They're friends. They can sometimes be a bit annoying, but that's what friends are for. And here they are. We're going to transition over to their screen so you can see them right now. And Veggey has finally centered himself. That was brilliant. He was sorting out his camera while I was doing that intro, but we are here.
It's an every week challenge.
It is an every week challenge that somehow he almost fails.
They say you need to challenge yourself, so I think I got to challenge
others
myself
apparently.
every week. Yeah.
But no, this is it's crazy to think. So Olvaha, talk to me. How are you feeling for tonight? 100 episodes.
That's crazy. Obviously, I wasn't here from the beginning. I jumped in midway. I was like, yo, guys, can I get in?
Can I jump on the train?
Knock, knock.
Well, no, you were here for the vast majority of them, so that's still good.
Vast majority, yes, I think so too. It's been several years. It's crazy to think, actually. But I'm glad to be here, and like I like working with you guys. So it's been a journey, and I wouldn't change it for anything.
That's good. Veggey, you've been here from the jump.
Yes, I've been here from the days when we were actually talking about this show becoming a show, which is very long ago, I realized. I think it was 2021.
2021.
That is absolutely crazy. You know, they say time flies when you're having fun, and I didn't believe them until now because I did not realize it's been that
cheesy,
long.
I love it.
Yes, let's go.
Don't worry,
I didn't know it had been that long. I didn't know it had been that long, but when I'm looking back, it makes sense when I think about like the game we were playing, which is a very different game, and that we did that for a long time, and now it's been Street Fighter 6 for 8-9 months, something like that. Yeah, so it's been. It's really cool to see 100 episodes. I was actually surprised there was 100 episodes today. So
no, you know what? If Richard, if Richard didn't remind us, or Matt didn't remind us as well, it probably would have completely escaped me. So
I wanted to actually say that. Sorry. You know, as we're in the 100th episode, I just realized today that maybe the real sets were the friends that we made along the way.
Damn. He's coming in with that real philosophical talk. I like that.
To be fair, I gave him opening with mine. Time flies.
Yeah, you did.
I mean, that's fine.
I had to take that
That's
opening.
fine.
It's fair. So now it's your turn, Jammerz. You need to find your own cliche.
Yeah,
thing
you need to say something
you have
cheesy.
Some time. You'll have like 30 seconds while you're finding it.
Wow.
Congratulations
Okay.
to your birthday.
Anyway, while I'm trying to find
while you're
something.
saying that, I want to congratulate you for your birthday.
Oh.
Congratulations,
Happy
Jammerz.
birthday, Jammers.
Happy birthday.
Thank
You
you.
just
I also want
turned.
to sing a birthday
How
song
much
for
did
you,
you
though.
turn again?
I've turned 30. If you really
Okay,
must know.
so I can officially say that you look like you're 30.
And I can't even deny it.
Yeah,
Brilliant. All right. Yes.
you have to accept it.
Yes, I do. Actually, I do.
Wait,
Anyway,
I know we have a schedule to follow, but I want to sing happy birthday.
no, you're not going to
No.
do that. You are not going to do that. What you are going to do while you think about how to sing that song, Richard, can
Let's
you
go,
roll the runner
Olvaha,
show?
let's
Do
go.
not, don't you dare.
No, let's
Don't-
go.
Okay,
no,
okay,
no,
okay,
no,
okay.
you're not gonna
Okay,
do
let's do it.
Why are you going to
Okay,
do it? You're wasting time.
One,
I'll follow along.
We're on the
three.
clock.
Happy
We're on the clock.
birthday
I don't know.
to you.
All these guys are a day late.
Happy birthday to
Damn,
you.
you lot are terrible. This is terrible.
Happy
This is disgusting.
dear Jammer.
Damn, these guys are
Boom,
flying.
boom, boom, boom.
This is
Happy
crazy. Oh, look at this guy.
birthday
Look at this. Would you believe that? Would you actually believe that?
Wow, you.
This is unbelievable. Like, oh my god. Right, I'm never hiring you guys to sing at my wedding, so you guys are all terrible.
bad.
No
You're
cohesion,
missing
no
out.
synergy whatsoever. But I tell you what, this guys can do. Appreciate it. I love the cake. I'm actually going to eat this cake in a bit. But yeah, look, people say my ears crazy. Right. Anyway, this is the schedule that's going to be happening for the show. We are on Tuesdays now until further notice, of course. But yes, we're going to do the players pre-match podcast. We actually talk to the players in regards to understanding their opinions about the game, other questions relating around that stuff, just a general chit chat in general. And then at 9:15 UK time, 2:15 PDT, I believe it is, we do the first to 10 exhibition. And of course, once the exhibition is done and we've finished actually talking to the guests and let them leave, we're going to showcase some avatar battles from Battlegrounds. I can't remember exactly what it's called now, I totally forgot. And then it's going to be Street Fighter news and esports roundup if there is anything to cover. We do have one or two things to cover, but it'll be pretty short. Now, because this is our 100th episode, I must make this announcement. We did speak about this on social media, but I'm going to show you it here today. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a giveaway happening for today's exhibition. It is a Nacon giveaway where you get the whole shebang to start your own stream. Something like that to help you get some streaming equipment. You'll get a Nacon webcam, you'll get the streaming microphone, and you'll get a wired gaming mouse. Now, to enter this competition, all you got to do is head on over to Twitch. Sorry, not Twitch. Is it already done? Oh, I can't even tell the people. They've lied to me, so they didn't even give me more time. Okay, so apparently what you were supposed to do, which apparently all applications or entrants are closed now, was you basically just had to predict the score of tonight's exhibition, which hasn't started yet. So for example, we got Caba and Crossover come tonight. We'll show the fight card shortly. All you had to do is predict, say, hey, I think Crossover is going to win 10-6, and if you guessed correctly, we would pick a winner from that. I've got my production team in the back. They will pick a winner during once the exhibition is done and we're in a break, they will pick the winner from that point onwards. So yes, apparently there's no more entrants you can do. We used to do this as you can do it up until the event went live, but apparently the rules have changed now, and I just figured that out on the spot.
Also,
okay, it's live on stream, but what do you want to say? Talk to me.
Shout outs to the guy who said 6-4 as the winning record or the score.
Maybe
you understood the assignment, and I praise you for it.
Yeah, this is brilliant. We say first to 10, they say 6-4. Brilliant.
I love it.
But if there's like maintenance on Steam at 6.4, does it count then?
Maybe.
No, it doesn't count.
No?
Yeah, don't do that. Anyway, right, ladies and gentlemen, we've seen it on social media as well, but we're going to roll the fight card one more time to let you guys know this is what's going to be happening tonight. It's the Dominican special. We've got Caba and we've got Crossover in the building. They are in the waiting room with us right now, so we're going to get them here shortly. Curious to hear their opinions on the game and how these guys are doing in general, because I do love the Dominican scene and how much they are very supportive of their own players, how competitive they are in general. It's really good to see. So guys, are you looking forward to this one? Veggey, you first.
I'm definitely looking forward to this one. Since Street Fighter 6 started, we started like I think with European guests, and then we've had some American guests. So it's really cool that we move into Latin America FGC and get some sets from there as well. And I think this one in particular is really cool, as they're both so accomplished from their region, like as players. So I'm really excited to see this. I don't think I've seen these play like a serious set in this game, so definitely something I'm looking forward to, Jammerz. And I think it's a great birthday gift for you to have such a gourmet set delivered to you at your birthday.
So kind. Olvaha, talk to me. You looking forward to this one as well?
I'm very much looking forward to tonight. I think we all know that Dominican Republic and the players from Dominican Republic have shown consistently that they are world class and they have the top talent that this world can provide for fighting games. So I think it's about time we have some players from that region coming into the show and playing, and so we can see all the talent that they can showcase. And obviously I also like the part of their community where they're super passionate about the game and they're super passionate about each other's success. So I think that's a really cool part about it, and I think that is in general, I think that's like an underrated part of the community in general.
Yeah, just in general.
Pride and like appreciation of your own players.
Oh, I definitely respect that indeed. Right, so we are going to get these guys on the mic right now. Now, Caba's English has actually gotten a lot better than when I last remember, but there will be some occasions where he may be speaking his native tongue and we'll get crossover to translate it. But either way, we can have a nice general conversation regarding that. So hey, let's get these guys to unmute their microphones and then we have a good time chatting with them, and then we can actually get underway with finding out more about their opinions on Street Fighter 6 as well as other opinions, because I really want to talk to Caba about Guile. That's going to be the funny one for me, because now's his time to find out what is he really going to say about Guile, if he thinks he's top 5 material or not. So let me see. Have we got these guys ready and waiting? They're still here, but I think their mics are muted. So, all right, there we go. Perfect. There we go. All right, so let's get this underway. Crossover, Caba, can you guys hear me loud and clear?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes,
all right,
yes.
there. Gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us tonight. Gonna have a nice little chat with you guys before we let you exchange blows in Street Fighter 6, which I'm sure you're aching to do. But yeah, in this first part of the show, we just get to know a little bit about yourselves and your opinions on Street Fighter 6. So I ask most of my guests, especially if they're new, I ask this question because I like to learn a little bit more about them before we jump into the nitty-gritty of things. So Crossover, we'll start with you. Where does the name Crossover come from? Did you make that up yourself or did someone give it to you?
That's a very good question. Actually, that name, it was a friend of mine that chose that name for me because I was very good at doing cross-up in Street Fighter 4.
Okay.
When I was playing Rio. Yeah, that was the reason that I got that name, and I think that it sounds cool, so I say, okay, I will take it. That will be my gamer tag, I guess.
Hey, listen, if you didn't tell me that, I would have thought it came over from like a football technique or something like that, because Crossover is, I like it. It's a very cool name, so I like the origin there. Now,
yeah.
What about Caba's name? What is that his real name? Is that an abbreviation of something? So what's the origin behind Caba's name?
You want me to?
Yeah, please.
I understand, o sea,
okay.
Yo lo entendí. Puedo responderle en español, entonces tú se lo traduces. O sea, que, ¿de dónde viene Caba? ¿Qué él dice? Bueno, primero que todo, realmente el placer es mío de estar aquí y poder participar en este show que ustedes hacen. En cuanto a de dónde viene el Caba, a mí me preguntan eso muy a menudo, o sea, mucho. Y fue un nombre que surgió hace mucho tiempo atrás. Nosotros teníamos un grupo de jugadores que jugaban de Smart Bros. Melee. Y un amigo mío que yo conocí en ese grupo, en esa liga, me puso Caba. Desde ahí en adelante yo me quedé con ese nombre, porque él, como era mayor que yo y él me veía así como un chamaquito, digo, bueno, vamos a ponerte Caba. Y de ahí se ha quedado y ya tú sabes hasta dónde llegamos.
All right, so he's saying that he feels very pleased for the opportunity to play here right now, and he basically said that the name was given to him by a close friend of him. That when he was playing, Caba used to play Smash Bros. Melee,
Oh, okay.
and
Oh,
yeah, and so a good friend of him actually chose that name for him, and he thought that it was cool, and he said okay, so let's go with it.
Okay. Wow. I had no idea. If you told me that a couple of years ago, I probably wouldn't have believed you that Caba played Smash. I would never have thought of that. So then, Caba, let me ask you this, and if we need to translate, that's fine. Why did you come to Street Fighter then? Was there something interested you, or did Mena convince you? Like, was there any particular reason why you transitioned over to Street Fighter?
¿Tú entendiste, Caba?
Más o menos, dice como cuando yo me uní a Street Fighter.
Exacto, que tú viniste de la Melee, pero entonces,
Ajá.
¿por qué tú te metiste a Street Fighter? ¿Fue Mena que te influenció o cómo fue eso?
No. Cuando yo empecé a jugar Street Fighter, yo no conocía a Mena. Hace muchos años de su track.
Pero entonces, ¿quién fue que te
Simplemente,
influenció a tu jugar Street Fighter? Porque tú jugabas a Melee.
sí. Lo que pasa es que yo, hace mucho tiempo atrás, yo tuve el privilegio de que mi papá me comprara toda esa consola, Super Nintendo 64, GameCube, PlayStation. Entonces, en esos tiempos, por allá mismo, yo mismo descubrí el Street Fighter. Fue con la Marvel vs. Capcom 1, la de Play 1. Entonces ahí vi a Ryu, a Ken, esos personajes. Luego veo que tiran un Street Fighter, la 4 en PC, y yo usaba PC. Entonces ahí fue que me adentré al juego. Con un hermano mío, también como nosotros jugábamos mucho, él me dijo, hey, descárgate ese juego, vamos a jugarla. Y ahí fue que empecé a jugar Street Fighter, hace muchos años de eso atrás. Mi primer Street Fighter fue la Street Fighter 4.
Okay, so basically he's saying that he used to play before because his father bought him a console, and he was playing some kind of Marvel versus Street Fighter.
Oh, yeah.
And he likes that. So a friend of him actually told him about Street Fighter 4. So he decided to get into the game and learn the game. And from there, he just keep on playing the game until now.
Yeah, and we can actually see he's a Capcom Cup finalist. So listen, that's paid off really well. So definitely congrats on that. I like the origin story behind the name and coming into Street Fighter. That's pretty interesting. Now, Crossover, we go back to you. Did you have any? Did you compete in any other games, or has it only been fighting games that you've been strictly competing in? I'm curious about your competitive history.
Yeah, actually, I used to compete in. I'm my first, I would say, fighting game. I know that some people don't consider that game a fighting game. Smash Bros. I was very good at that game. I mean, I was the best, and that was where I started. And then I used to play KOF.
Okay.
All of the series. I'm very good at that game. Actually, I'm the best here in DR in that game. And yeah, I also play Soul Calibur.
Oh,
I was good.
Wow.
I played Marvel 2, Marvel 3, and the last one, which unfortunately it doesn't have any support now. But I used to play a lot of games.
Okay. So you definitely have been well versed in fighting games for a little while now. Okay, now I'm liking that. Now,
Which was your first Street Fighter, if I can ask?
My first one was Alpha.
Okay.
Alpha, yeah. That was my first one, and I used to play in arcade in that time. That was honestly like 25 years ago.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that is crazy. Right, now let's get on to Street Fighter 6. Crossover, we'll start with you first before I move over to Caba. Don't worry, I'm saving the juicy ones for Caba. What would you say, because you do play DJ, Crossover, what would you say DJ's biggest weakness is? From an objective standpoint, I don't think there is one. But is there a weakness you feel DJ has that people don't see?
Yeah, he actually has a couple weaknesses.
Talk to
But
me.
the most noticeable one are that his normals are very easy to drive impact, since you can't not cancel it with the eye.
Yeah.
And also that his level 1 is not invincible. That's two of his main weaknesses, to be honest.
Okay, fair. But again, the level 1, 100% agree with. With his buttons not being, or all of them not being special cancelable, the vast majority of them not being special cancelable. Again, from an objective standpoint, I don't know if that's such a huge weakness in regards to how fast DJ plays and how much damage output he has. Do you think they're reasonable to have? Because I mean, DJ has had a fair bit of success, especially even you were in the cup. There was a fair bit of DJs in the cup. So were they really boiled down to big weaknesses, those two? Or should I say the special cancelable norms?
I would say that is a weakness, because you need to pay attention of what you're doing. Let's say that if you press a button and your opponent block that button, you cannot immediately press another one.
Right.
If your opponent goes for a drive impact, it's always going to work, no matter what you do. So you need to be aware of that 100%, because if you just go random throwing drive impact, it's going to get too much damage on you. So I think that is a weakness. But it's not something that you cannot work on, to be honest.
Okay, interesting. I'll take that reason for now. I'll take it for now because it is DJ.
I'd actually like to ask Crossover, what do you think are DJ's worst matchups? Because I don't really see a lot of talk about DJ having bad matchups. So could you enlighten us?
I believe Luke slightly beats DJ. That's the only matchup that I feel like is a little bit hard. But all of the other matchups are even or he wins.
Damn.
He only have one. Yeah.
If I didn't know any better, that sounds like a privileged character. Hey man, that's a good spot to be in. If one character's causing you slight problems and the rest are even or you win, I take my chances over any. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Right. Let's go to Caba now. Now, Caba, your character, I have said, has been top 5 for a while. I can see a fair number of strengths in Guile, especially when it comes to the Sonic Boom game, how hard it can be to go around the Sonic Boom. But where would you place Guile in this game? Is he top 5 material or no?
Más o menos, pero no entendí lo último, como que misterio.
Que sí, o sea, es básicamente que tú sabes que la gente tiene problemas para lidiar con Guile, eso es lo que está diciendo, y que ese muñeco da mucho de qué hablar. ¿Qué tú piensas? Que en qué top tú lo pondrías? Si tú crees que es top 5, top 5.
Sí, o sea, yo pienso que en esta versión, luego de la actualización, que ajustaron a JP y a Luke, que eran personajes que le daban problemas, a JP por su tiro de juego, que era de proyectil, etcétera, y a Luke también, que le bajaron el level 1, que era bien complicado en esa mano. Yo pienso que ahora Guile está en una mejor posición y podría ser top 5.
Podría ser, no es top 5.
Es top 5, es top 5.
Es top 5. So, he's saying that right now, due to the little patch that Cat can release, the Guile right now, because they nerfed JP, which was a bad matchup for him, and also Luke, because of the level 1 nerf, he thinks that Guile right now is actually top 5 because of the current patch. Okay. So yes, he's top 5.
All right. Cab, I'd like to ask this as well, because I do like to study this game a lot. From your perspective, what is Guile's biggest weakness to you?
Que o sea, desde tu perspectiva, ¿cuál es la debilidad de Guy, la debilidad más grande que él tiene?
Yo siento que de las debilidades más grandes de Guy en este juego es el hecho de que, a diferencia de los Street Fighter, por ejemplo, en este juego tú tienes que tener un juego de proyectil muy sólido, ya que si te saltan uno, ya sea empezando el round o jugando neutral, etcétera, tú puedes perder literalmente el round. Aquí cualquier gente puede empezar un round con un level 3, saltarte un Sonic Boom y matarte. Y lo otro que yo siento es que exacto, como que el riesgo es muy grande aquí. Otra cosa que yo siento de él es que los golpes a distancia cerrada se castigan la mayoría, la Crunchy Medium Key, la Soba Key, la Upside Down Key, todos los golpes de él, o sea, la mayoría se castigan. En los otros juegos no era tan, o sea, no se veía tanto eso.
So basically, he's saying that that in this game it's very risky to like apply the Sonic Boom game because if your opponent just jump in on you and gets right in one, you just can lose the game completely. And he thinks that that's a weakness. I don't think so, to be honest. But yeah, I think
Translator's notes.
Well, DJ as well.
Wait, you think DJ has the same problem with heavy air slasher? Is that right?
Yeah. It's actually reactable. So it's worse than Guile. So he said that, and he also said that Guile's normals are very punishable, that are very easy to whip punish. Let's say he's saying that his medium kick can be easily whip punish, and also on block is easy to punish because he's -5, I guess. So he said pretty much that. I don't agree to it.
I'm with you, Crossover. I get that Guile's crouch medium kick is punishable, but that's why you Guile players 90% of the time space it, so it's not punishable. It's interesting. Same with the Soback kick as well. I get where you're coming from. Because they are, if you look at the numbers, they are heavily punishable. But that's why you guys space them all the time, which is funny. Right, so I got one more question before we hit a break, and then we get you guys into this lobby to get the first to 10. We'll get Caba's opinion on this first. Caba, who are your top 5 characters in Street Fighter 6 right now?
Eso yo lo entendí. My top 5 in this game right now is first Luke. Second, I think DJ.
Okay.
Maybe Chun-Li.
Okay.
3. Yes. Kami 4 and 5 maybe Rachid or Guile. I think Guile, but Rachid here.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Crossover, you might need to translate this one. Why does he think Rashid is up there? I'm curious because a lot of top players have been putting Rashid near the top 5. So I'm curious about that.
¿Por qué tú piensas, Caba, que Rashid está ahí? Eso fue lo que él dijo.
O sea, yo siento que Rachid juega bien con la mecánica del juego. O sea, la mecánica del juego y su estilo de juego se combinan y es muy bueno. Y, o sea, tiene buenos combos, buenos setup y el level 2 de él es demasiado bueno. O sea, él te puede usar level 2 en un round. O sea, no es que el level 3, el level 2 muy bueno, tiene combo con todos los levels. Son personajes muy buenos, en mi opinión, por todo eso.
So he's saying that Rashid has a lot of good tools. His combos are cool, and also that he's level 2. He thinks that his level 2 is the main reason why he's up there. Because with the level 2 is like a prison, to be honest. You're in jail when he uses that.
Okay.
So and he can also get 2 per round. So that's crazy.
Okay.
Entonces, él tiene un dry rush que es bien rápido también. O sea, es muy bueno el dry.
Yeah, and his dry rush is too fast.
Yes. It's good.
Just
It's good.
too good.
Oh, you're the first person I've heard say that. Oh.
He's very right.
Well, I don't need you agreeing with him. No, do you know what? I never. No, I didn't. That's a very good perspective. Seeing the level 2 as a prison is because you can't escape it, and Rashid's drive rush being very fast. Okay, no, that's interesting.
No,
I might have to argue that. I might have to argue that.
Sometimes Jammerz, I see the drive rush and I want to block it on reaction, and I get hit by the crouch light kick. That's how fast it is.
Yeah, but that's
like,
no. Okay,
Oh,
so
already.
okay, if you're talking up close, then I agree with everyone here. If you're talking about relatively up close in his crouching heavy punch range, I agree with all of you here. If you're talking about genuine distance and speed, then I disagree because it is faster. But I
believe that the problem. The problem with Rashid is his hurt box when he does the drive rush and the light kick. I think that his hurt box hides a little bit. It's really hard to hit him.
Okay.
That's why. Yeah. I think that's the reason why.
Okay, right. Before I get on, because he's opened up another can of worms with this one. I'll ask you this quickly. Crossover. I like that Crossover brought this up because we'll ask this quickly and then I'll ask my final question. We'll go to break. Crossover, do you think when it comes to drive rush, do you think the drive rush speed is the problem or the hurt box or the normals are the problem?
I don't think in my opinion, drive rushes can stay the way they are right now. I think that the main problem is hitboxes.
Hitbox, hurt boxes, that whole thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think that guy can do a really good job right now with adjusting a little bit the drive rushes. I know that right now when you do a drive rush, it's more easier
to
punish them.
Yeah,
because if you do drive rush jab, your
hurt box is extended so you can...
Yeah, it's extended a little bit more. So it's more easier to check it right now.
So do you think that's the direction they should go in? So allow the whole drive rush in neutral to continue to a certain degree, but it's like, okay, if we adjust hurt boxes on certain attacks and the opponent can check them, we're good to go. Do you think that's the direction they should go in?
100%. Because right now, let's say Luke, his drive rush into crushing medium punch. Before it was crazy because that button actually just
recovered too
beats
fast.
Everything. Yeah. It is recovered too fast and it didn't have any any weaknesses because it's also plus on block. So I think they should work more on the hitboxes for sure. That was a problem. Because I saw a lot of players with different shatter that they were just whiffing stuff and doing dry rush, and it's kind of impossible to. It was before impossible to check it, but right now it's a little bit more easier. So they should go that route 100%. There are some normals that need to be toned down a little bit.
No, I like that because I definitely need to speak to more players about that. All right, Crossover. Your top 5 in Street Fighter 6. Surprise me.
I would say Luke is number 1. Luke, Shatter. I think that is the same. That those nerves didn't do anything at all. I would say right now, the second one would be Cammy. In my opinion, Cammy is top 3. Okay. I would put in second. After that, I would go to Sean Lee. She's very strong. She's still the same. And I would put DJ top 4 and number 4. And after that, I would say maybe Guile. I think Guile. Yeah.
Okay. So then my question to you is why no JP? Why no Mr. Juggle Points?
The thing is that if you are a really good player right now, you're going to exploit JP nerves. Right now is it's actually risky for JP to do the things that he used to do before because of the nerves. So let's say I got him in the corner right now.
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't care. I'm going for throws. Because the damage is not going to be too much. So you're you're not scared about amnesia anymore, and also the jumpings are really a problem for him right now because his crouching fears doesn't work
As
as he
well.
used to work
Yeah.
before. So you can take those guesses, and if you actually guess right, he could lose that round 100%. So
Interesting.
I can say he went down uh, too much to be honest. And in my opinion, he deserved that because players were just spamming amnesia, and his crushing fears was, to be honest, broken. It was hitting you on the back, so it was crazy. So right now, you need like to think more before doing something, and your reward is not as big as before. So I'm cool with the JP nerves.
Okay. No,
I think
oh, go on, please. I think Caba's got something you want to say. Is there something you want to say?
I think right now JP is top 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Yeah,
That's fair.
no. I think Yuri better JP, maybe Blanca, more character, better
Interesting.
JP. Right now.
I still think he's pretty strong. I just think,
Yeah.
just going off of what Crossover said, I think the reward he gets off defensive choices is not as big as it was before. I think that's what the main thing was. I actually think JP might excel at doing drive gauge damage instead of regular damage instead. I think it's just going to take a little while to see that. But no, I actually agree with what both of you said. I still think I kind of put him in my top 5, but that's me personally.
Okay.
But the angle that both Caba and Crossover have come with, I can see why you'd say he's in top 10. So this is why I like the general discussion with the
No,
players.
I didn't say that he was top 10. I think that he's a little bit higher.
Okay, no, that's fine. That's completely. Well, he's in that range. He's not going below the 10th spot. He's definitely never going below that spot. I think he's got too many tools in the tank for that sort of thing. But no, it's been a beautiful discussion. Don't worry, we'll continue this. But ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a break. When we come back, I'm going to get Caba and Crossover in a lobby so these guys can actually play a first to 10. And they can show you how amazing their characters are, because I don't need to do that. So we will be back in about 5 minutes or so.
Peggy 12.
This is Beat Square. Beat Square Station.
Seriously? I'm not interested in whatever you're pitching. You really want me to punch a hole through you? So, just who are you? You need to learn to stop pissing me off! I knew there'd be more of you. Let's go! Ring the bell! I've been scared too. potential.
Welcome back for the 100th time. This is the 100th episode where we get to welcome someone back. And I mean, Olvaha, we did it together for a long time. Maybe not 100 episodes, because as you said before you joined, there was only me and Jammerz. And I don't really remember if we really welcomed back then. We might not have been as polite as we are right now. So welcome back just before the set starts to the 100th episode, or the 100th set on sets. What do you feel about this set, Olvaha?
I'm feeling, I actually like seeing this matchup because these characters on paper have very similar kind of tools. Both of them have a charge, special move, projectile, and they both use that to kind of control the distance. They both have a flash kick, motion, anti-air special, and they both have an invincible wake-up tool. So on paper they have very similar tools. Also their weaknesses are kind of similar, like both of these characters are kind of susceptible to drive impact against like those, you know, special normals. But I don't
maybe
know.
they're fireballs as well. I mean, if you do drive impact, either normal or a fireball will get hit, I guess. But what I wonder is like how, since DJ does have the double fireball, and I mean, Guile can also get 2 fireballs when he gets, or like a multiple hitting fireball without using bar when he sets up the Sonic Blade.
Sonic Blade.
So I really wonder if it's going to be like a zoning focused matchup, or if they will take it
I think for DJ, in my personal opinion, I think DJ has a easier time to control the zoning because he doesn't have to set up another projectile. He can just double, fire the double air slasher. So I think he has an easier time to zone, and Guile is kind of forced to make the approaching unless he gets, DJ caught off guard with an EX Sonic Boom, for example.
Yeah, and I think since they're both kind of like throwing out projectiles a lot, we won't maybe see as much as Fireball into Dry Rush or Dry Rushes, except for these, of
but
course.
He actually did it.
Yeah, he just did it. But
he just did it instantly.
He did spend the 3-bar one with the EX. Yeah, so it's something that's interesting to see when characters that have really good Dry Rushes go up against characters who have really good like control on the space by using normals or using fireballs. It becomes a little bit of a different match. So I think that's an interesting aspect to look at when you look at these matches.
So I think what's interesting for me is the speed and velocity and the powerhouse that DJ is. It's how Guile can actually slow him down. Oh, he almost got the trade. Oh, he needed that. I was actually practicing it at the cup, actually. It's crazy. Fudo is probably the most successful DJ player doing that. The background house juggle into the OD sway, and then you get the side swap. It's insane when he does that. But
by the way, Jammerz, it was really cool. You sounded like a scientist when you were like, like you're interested in the speed and velocity. Like it's like you started off with like mad theory fighting. It was really dope.
Oh, did I get you guys in the first half? Yeah.
Yeah, super scientist Jammerz.
And maybe in the second half as well, who knows?
Right, so here's what's interesting, because nice perfect parry there on the jab. He's going to get the conversion into flash kick. So Caba did say that Guile's normals are pretty risky and pretty punishable, right? You can whip punish them, how negative they are on blowing is true, but unlike Guile players have been spacing their normals, or I hope they've been spacing their normals, for a long time now in Street Fighter games.
And in this game for about 9 months.
And you can also change the frame data on those buttons as well. Because again, it's interesting to hear the Guile perspective and then hear the objective answers from people. But I'm glad me and Caba agree on something. That Guile's a top 5 material character. I do agree with that. So
one thing to kind of counter the spacing, or at least crouching medium kick, is that I feel like that is a normal where you kind of get put in position for it since it moves forward. So it's like built-in forward. Built-in positioning. So it's kind of like, and if you get the hit then, you're automatically in the range to press it again. Because that's similar to how JP has it, and I think that is actually a really strong thing that these two tools have in this game.
Ella has a chance to turn this round completely upside down, and he's going to do that.
This is what Crossover was talking about. One of DJ's biggest weaknesses is his level 1, the greatest Sobat, is not fully invincible. So when you get put in certain situations, especially like that leading towards the stun, he's actually probably one of the most, if not the most vulnerable character in Street Fighter 6. That's understandable. That comes at a price, because you may never actually burn DJ out. That's the interesting part about it.
That was such a good sway, though.
Yeah, The funky slice. Is he
Using
gonna
that
spend
as a footsie tool.
it?
I really like spending in this situation because you have to make another round anyway, so
Yeah.
you don't need.
Yeah.
The more you save it, the less you have for the last round, and you're more likely anyway to do it, especially with such a conversion, right? So this is a very good
Well,
round for crossover.
The thing is, it's lovely check there with the perfect parry as well. So the interesting thing for me is, and he gets him again.
That was so good.
It's the ability. DJ can basically convert into anything, into big damage. So it never really feels like a wrong decision to splurge resources.
Yeah.
He's gonna
In
drive
that
games
sense,
now.
like, he's not dependent on his super meter because he can always convert into massive dry rush damage.
Oh, and he's going to activate Solid Puncher and get
that's
the
big
full-on
damage.
conversion
Yeah,
as well.
that's
He's going to drive rush
Gonna
again.
get the
Yeah, he will.
Screen carry as well.
Yeah, just everything, and gets to keep some of it. Gets to rebuild some. Maybe gets to dominate some of the fireball game if he wants to. Oh, but there's gone.
The beautiful thing about that is he didn't build any super meter during that combo, because I've seen the extended Gao combos where he builds an absurd amount of super meter. So
Also, do note that Crossover has a level 2 now, so he can actually use that as an anti-projectile tool. There you go.
And
He's
I
actually
like
going to use it to combo.
he's going to burn
Yeah, I
out.
really like that.
Oh,
to get the burn
no.
up, but he drops it.
But anyway.
Yeah.
Nice. Actually managed to get that jackknife there.
And for DJ, it's like you don't really need to go for that drive impact at the first one. You have so
Look at
much
that.
damage coming.
The pressure.
Do you know what's
opponent is
mad
burned
about
out.
that? So Guile has one of the harder times with that, only because button into air slasher, the air slash projectile. But to catch the button, you're going to be charging Sonic Hurricane. If you mistime that, you're going to get hit. So
Yeah, absolutely. Like, charge super characters like Guile have a way harder time to try to get that on a wake up because they can't, like, just, buffer it in infinitely.
Yeah, and that frame kill though for the meaty standing medium punch, that was very nice. I think that even though like DJ has the heavy air slasher, it does still feel like Guile is the one that kind of decides for the zoning.
he dictates the pace in the fireball game.
Yeah, he still dictates the pace in the fireball game, and it's still kind of up to DJ to get in. Oh, that was a really nice drive rush into the throw.
Don't worry, a lot of people have to respond to what Guile does. I've been talking about this a little bit more with some people, is just the power of the projectile in Street Fighter 6. It's actually pretty hard to navigate. I know parry's in the game, but what you have to do, how you have to space yourself, it's pretty difficult for a lot of people to get used to. At the highest level, even they make mistakes sometimes. But he's going to get the conversion, that's going to close out the game, and that will be 2-1. Ending it with the crouching heavy punch for crossover. Now, I was actually talking about this as well. So, if I'm not mistaken, Veggey, you might need to correct on this, Guile didn't get any change in the Ed patch. That's correct, right? He didn't get anything.
Yeah, I don't think he got any changes.
So DJ did get a change, which was the spacing on the Funky Slicer. So the low, that move right there.
Yeah.
So
which he's using in such a good way.
But here's the thing, because as they toned it down in the regular version, it got better in Burnout.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be interesting, the direction of this game, when they tone or they adjust certain moves. Is it going to be buffed in Burnout or nerfed in regular form, or is it going to be vice versa? That's going to be very interesting to see the direction.
Yeah, the
of
way
this
that you adjust the pushback, it's obviously going to have repercussions depending on if you're burnt out or not burnt out. Like, it's actually super interesting.
That is something you spoke of very early in the game, though, Jammerz. So it's kind of cool to see that is happening right now.
You know?
With how a move is. Yeah, I remember you spoke of that very early, like one of the earliest sets. So it's cool to see that that's now happening. Yeah.
Well, sometimes it takes a while to.
And since you know sway, you can kind of confirm that someone pressed the button. You don't have to do sway into something on block. So the sway kind of functions just the same as it always did. The only difference is that it's now even better in Burnout. So overall, I would agree with the DJ players that would say that this move is better now. So.
Yeah, I think it's absolutely better.
Yeah, I think it's a better tool now. So.
Nice. That was such a nice block back from crossover.
Dude, look at that damage. He missed his knee hop, by the way. I think he missed his knee hop.
Yeah.
He did jump back light kick. I don't think he wanted that. Okay.
Yeah, it's just letting Caba,
That's definitely the game, unless this drops, and I don't think it will.
Absolutely.
See, and this is another thing for me as well, especially with how these two characters function. They don't need to, maybe Guile, depending on the scenario, he'll do Sonic Hurricane to counter an Air Slasher in certain situations, and as Olvaha mentioned before, depending on the scenario, DJ might do his level 2. But for the most part, these guys conserve the meter for level 3 and they just cash out. And that's why you'll see their level 3s on a much regular basis as opposed to their other super arts.
Yeah, also the fact that like it's just harder to counter Sonic Boom compared to like Hadouken. Like you probably see less of DJ's level 2 in this matchup specifically.
Yeah, but for DJ though, he does have some utility through the fireball. But as Olvaha said, it might be very hard against Gal. But I think for Gal, I think lately we've seen more Gal start using level 2 more, even when it's nothing guaranteed, especially during Burnout.
It took a while. Same with Feng Shui Engine. It took a while because some people just didn't rate it at first, but then when people realized certain level 2s are super powerful when the guy's got 2 drive stocks or less, that's when they started doing that. Sonic Hurricane's not going to close this out just yet. But
not quite dead yet. Nice patience.
You know what?
I think that's good for meter build, like the optimal meter build in that situation. So.
But I find it interesting when the person in Burnout baits a reversal, because they could have taken the hit. But good bait there from Caba.
Because unless they're cornered, there's not going to be a follow-up
it's not gonna do anything,
situation. So you might as well, So then it's extra interesting. Like the reversal almost seems less risky, but then at the same time, you might actually lose for it. And that's what happened there. So
Almost got the pick up there, gets to throw on the parry attempt, losing 20%. There's crossover, and he's going to wake up with a level 2. Is this going to connect? And it did.
Yeah.
He's going to cancel it early? No, he's in the whole thing for the side swap.
He's closer to the right corner, so that's where he went.
Yeah, dude, that actually went close to the corner than I thought.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
nice, perfect parry.
Let's go for the sweep for the side.
Ooh, and the corpse hop with the bazooka knee as well. I see you, Caba.
Really strong position. Gets to throw, just needs one hit.
He can win.
Or 1.5 throws.
The walk back and forward is so scary with the Sonic Blade there.
And when you see the level 2 there, it's like even if that was blocked, that was still a huge situation because as we spoke about with Burnout and everything, had to like maybe drive reversal him off if he kept the true string. So that was a super that both hit and block was likely to lead to the victory. And that's how you can see the strength of the level 2 is evolved over time as people have gotten better at using it.
Right.
Just to let you guys know as well, we're actually streaming live on Instagram and TikTok for that vertical content. So shouts to the production team for getting us on the airways for Instagram and TikTok. So shouts to all the viewers watching on those respective platforms there as well.
Yeah.
Man said vertical content.
Well, listen, I've been around these guys for too long. They talk about vertical content, so it kind of just...
I love it.
Yeah, it didn't just sound like a Jammerz. Like,
it didn't sound like
Jammerz just saying vertical content.
Yeah,
but then you heard
it's such a you thing to just say,
We need to get the stream vertical content, guys. Okay.
Yeah. Say less. Say less.
Oh, that was sick. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Gets the whiff punish there with the crouching medium punch. I do feel there's a couple of crouching medium punches in this game that are overlooked. Giles being
more than a couple. Yeah, Giles. Even DJ's is pretty good. It's not.
I think DJ's is pretty good. I'm glad you brought that up.
DJ's one is nasty.
And Blancus, but that's people have been talking about that. But Cammy's is the most underrated. Cammy and Jury's crouching medium, they're amazing.
Listen. I've been talking about Blancus one for a little while. Cammy's is definitely pretty powerful. I'm not gonna lie, but crossover takes that round there. How much bars? You got 3 as opposed to Caba's 1. Interesting.
Yeah, and then he has a chance to make a great equalizer here.
Yeah, and the closer that drive bar is put down, the better.
Nice.
This is gonna be huge. Almost the
corner carry is gonna be crazy. Yeah, there you go. Double and dash, now, almost in the corner. And the trade in DJ's favor.
Well, DJ gets a lot of crazy trades. I'm not gonna lie.
And we still see like Kawa doing the buttons as crossover empty jumps, but crossover has actually empty jumped into the sway to punish that multiple times. So interesting seeing if that's coming again in not too long maybe, or if there's another thing he's looking for. That was a great hit confirm.
Nice interruption on the forward medium kick there. Yeah.
He's just waiting here at the moment and then gets a perfect parry. And this is good. So he's going to cancel into level 3.
Cash out moment.
Yeah. So that was good because I've been talking about getting perfect parries on Gal Sonic Boom, where both you and the Gal player don't know if you're going to perfect parry, which you're more likely to win on the winning end of that scenario, which you saw from crossover there.
Both almost burnt out here.
He's got to hit it. He's got to do it.
Caba is just hanging on that little meter.
Yeah, but right now though, crossover can do a lot again. Caba needs to be considerate about the bar usage, but any hit from either side is actually dead.
Instantly went for the drive rush when you said that. It's so spooky. Nice interruption!
But that's not enough, is it?
No, it's CA, and I think it's a combo,
was
so
three
it
hits?
should do it.
Well, he's gonna be
Yeah.
burned out,
No,
so
no.
that's all. Like,
No, okay.
it's gonna be super close.
Yeah, there were too many lights.
Can he start the zoning here?
Yeah, who's gonna get the...
Dude, dead even right now. Dead even.
That was so...
Somebody. Oh,
There you go. There you go. I told you. Like the heavy air slasher. Like at that range, you can't set up the Sonic Blade as fast.
well,
But
yeah.
did you see how close that first?
He was
Sonic
so
Blade
close. That was
and then
so
he got
sick.
it out, and then it was kind of over. He got the advantage. I think Caba needed to get a neutral jump on something to start having the advantage again in the fireball game.
I
Yeah,
don't,
that was a great awareness.
I don't often see both those characters in Burnout. It's usually one or the other, and the other one suffers.
Yeah.
So, nice punish.
Nice
They're the
punish.
ones doing
Yeah,
the
nice
burning
punish, but no
out.
follow-up.
Alright, gets the jump in there, and then drive rush is undone, and a perfect parry. Again, it's never, you can never feel safe taking your turn in Street Fighter 6. It's just how things
Definitely not. Oh, wanted to get the perfect parry. Did not want to deal with blocking with low bar, but now has to deal with blocking with low bar anyway.
He's gonna get burnt out here. Nice air to air. Keeps him in the corner as well. That was such a good check.
I think at that point it was a good thing for Caba to try to kind of like steal an opening and hope for a misspaced something, as
Right,
it was.
yeah.
You wouldn't really survive if you blocked anything either. So it was either checking a mistimed throw or perfect parrying the button. And it just went in Crossover's favor.
Dude, it was so close to being 3-3. Now it just feels like so much steeper hill to climb for Caba.
He can run away with this, but I have faith in Caba coming back. But the problem is, there's a lot more that Guile has to focus on than what DJ has to
You can
focus
just
on.
look at the air slashers right now, just completely like bypassing the sonic booms. There you go. I did say this.
As long as when Guile gets lower on that drive bar, it gets increasingly hard to deal with it,
Yeah.
I guess. Oh, but gets the burnout though. Has level 3, needs to be careful. Nice crouching
anti-air. You gotta do that anti-air super early in this game, by the way.
Got him big damage. Is he going to cash out? That's the question. Is he going to cash out with a level 3? No, he's going to play it safe.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah,
that
I
was smart.
respect that.
That was
yeah,
really smart.
yeah, that was really smart. That's absolute meter management 101.
Gets countered. That was nice. Crossover
to
definitely
get this
looking
round right here.
to land a level 3 or level 2 on a drive impact. How about knowing that, trying to get as much as possible before the drive gauge
Gotta be careful with the meter here. There you go. Nice work. I think that was like one of the first DIs in the set.
And Crossover could have confirmed that. I wonder if he was looking for it. That would have been lights up for Caba. He had the level 3 on deck, cancel from the Soba kick.
Air Slasher's in. I think Air Slasher with Drive Rush is one of the best things in the game. It's a super
Absolutely,
strong,
yeah.
it's a super strong asset to have in your toolset.
Yeah, and look at this, gets the double dash. I think it's wild that this character gets double dash. That's like legit Oki from the anti-air.
Oh, he's done. That's it. Next game. All right, it's 5-2.
Definitely.
All right, let's just move on.
Definitely it.
He's
Just
done.
watch this combo
Oh yeah,
video first.
thanks for playing.
Yeah,
Insert
this is a
another
crossover
coin.
combo video, and he has more bar to spare.
Do you know what's
So
wild?
he needed.
So
Yeah.
Marisa does the exact same thing. It's crazy. You're under pressure so much, and you forget that they had level 3, and it's like, I need to get out of this situation. They block, and you're like, well, that was a good time.
Dude, it's so funny when we started playing this game, I was like, wow, DJ really dishes out the pain.
You know, crazy. He's just Marisa, but moves faster.
Yeah.
Insane.
Just gets hit by that.
Nice jump away. With the crouch
I
fierce
like
as
the
well.
crouch fierce, yeah.
This is such a strong
It's-
from Caba though.
It's such a it's
Perfect,
way
perfect,
harder
perfect
to use
game.
crouching fierce as Guile in this game compared to other games. So like I definitely see like the experience. You got to
Well,
do it way more preemptively.
He's preemptively, yeah.
Yeah, preemptively.
He's trading a lot of the time. When
Yeah,
people are jumping at
absolutely.
him, he's trading all of the time.
Yeah, it's hard to actually land that anti-air clean.
But I think actually if Guile gets a trade crouching heavy punch, he can then get drive rush pressure going. Versus
Nice
if the crouching heavy punch wins cleanly, he does not get to drive rush after. But I'm not seeing a lot of Guile doing it though.
Big parry again. He tried to check him, but we saw Caba stop in his tracks before the crouching medium punch connected as a hit. And these guys are exchanging blows like it's a boxing match. This is crazy.
I just think that DJ is
Mr. Flying.
almost always gonna get the edge out of those situations.
Oh, the scrambles, 100%.
Yeah.
And you know, Crossover has been really good at when he thinks he will get Drive Rush after Fireball to really make sure that he gets the perfect parry and then interrupt the Drive Rush. He's done that really consistently. It's really impressive to see.
Ah, good. He's going to try and force the burn. Yeah, there you go. So he had this is what I was talking about with Solid Puncher, right? And some of the level 2s. You give them the choice. Are you going to burn yourself out or you want me to do it for you? So
handing that burnout on a silver platter.
Listen, man, there are some characters and he got him.
Oh, yeah, he is DED.
And that will be the round.
From Caba though, because he spent so much time not doing it earlier, so a very early drive impact might do it this time.
So, but here's the thing, right? And I actually make this mistake with Rashid. You throw them in the corner and you think they're going to respect the scenario, so you DI. But they've actually got plenty of time to, depending on the caliber of play you're facing, they've got plenty of time to see it.
There he was again. He's really focusing on getting that perfect. He's been so consistent at it. There's probably different timings, checking it so well. With such good reward as well.
You got to wait really last minute for that, so that takes a lot of discipline and practice.
And probably practice, yeah. You see how long he waits? I mean, he missed it there, but he's been really good at it. We've seen it so many times. Now, though,
he's going to get anything out of this. Okay, there you go.
But here's the thing.
He can get some.
This goes back to what Olvaha was mentioning before, right? Where it's hard to set up shop, especially with the heavy air slasher. So if you're going to send in full screen to do air slasher and Guile can't get a wake up jump in on you, that's not a bad situation to kind of hold your ground for him.
Especially when you have the double fireball that you use to cancel the
nice backdash there. Nice damage as well. And damn, that was a chunk.
And there you go.
Hurricane.
Sonic Hurricane.
Nice, I like seeing this.
Yeah, Sonic Hurricane going to close out the 8th game here, making it 5-3 to crossover here. Yeah,
ladies and gentlemen, we have a pulse.
Slowly but surely. Again, it still seems, in a couple of scenarios, it still seems pretty tricky because of Guile having to react. And Caba mentioned it before, it's like, look, it's risky to play a comfortable Sonic Boom game. That's Street Fighter 6 in a nutshell. But it's one of those things where you have to find a way and work around it. I think he might have to pile on more OD projectiles to kind of win that projectile war.
Nice perfect parries from crossover.
Yeah, he's doing it now. He's doing it now.
It's too good because Guile is saying perfect, and he's just like, okay, I'll perfect.
Like, watch me.
It's so good.
Hold my beer.
He's been really good at perfect parrying these fireballs, which is kind of hard, as you mentioned, because there's such a difference in speed.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the thing is, you never really have to rely on the air slasher feint in this matchup.
Dude, and like as you can see, Caba is just forced to neutral jump in between. Like, he can't compete with the double air slasher.
But that's fine because you shouldn't make your whole strategy solely fixate on that aspect alone. You've got to mix it up. So neutral jumping's fine. Okay, trying to feint again. Well, looking for the jump. There you go, conversion. That should be the game. Yep. There you go. And I'm telling you, man, later down the line, people are doing it more often, but later down the line, light conversion into drive rush are going to be a huge deal if they stay the way they are now. Hopped over.
Oh, that was such a convenient jump in.
Nice way, just didn't get the cancel on time to go back in and punish that hop from Guile. Tries to get a parry on the jump in. It's not too good of a position right now for crossover. Tries to get started. This is where it's good. Tries to get started with the fireballs.
Nice. He's gonna try the burnout once again. There you go. You're gonna do it yourself. Fine.
And this time uses the EX because he's seen it enough times that he nullifies the fireballs. This time,
yeah, that was really smart acknowledgement
a lot of
from
damage too.
Oh, he might still be alive. He's still alive.
Yeah, I think
it's because he was in burnout.
Definitely alive.
It's because he was in burnout. If he wasn't in burnout, that was a dead Guile. 100%.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Ooh, it's gonna be super close though. Ooh. He used the last remaining meter to EX flash kick. I respect that.
Oh, something happened. Was that intentional? The bait of the century?
Maybe they had something else planned. But listen, that looked like there might have been an issue. But
they remembered that it was Jammerz' birthday.
Well, I mean, it was yesterday, but
yeah, but they remembered it now.
That looked too.
They were like, oh no, we forgot the cake.
No, that looked like bait to throw me in. That was so good. I would have to ask if that was intentional. Some of us have to.
Hop over again. He's finding the rhythm. He's finding the read as to where Caba will throw Sonic Boom in situations he'll think it's safe because crossover won't take the risk. He's taking a couple of risks against the Sonic Booms and they paid off. And DJ's got the big damage to do that.
DJ and finding rhythm, that is so poetic.
I didn't even do that on purpose.
Yeah, but it was still godlike.
He's still doing perfect parry with the crouch beating punch. I think if Caba snuffs that out, he can whip punch the crouch beating punch. But even then, you don't know if he's going to perfect parry. So
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Nice standing medium.
Nice. Just sitting there getting the anti-air, sulky in the corner, slight delay on the crouchy light punch. Not ready for the dash.
he needs a crouch medium kick, sorry, crouch medium punch or a
Gonna
back fierce
hunker
or
down in the
something.
corner. He manages to escape. Nice work.
Oh, nice. Another perfect parry.
Ooh, that was scary whiff from Kyle.
So they just going to
But where was the whiff punish? He
He's only
whiffed.
got CA. He's only got CA. He's got to do level 1 or level 3.
And that was a good
Oh
crouch medium
no,
kick,
that
but
was
he's
so
forcing it.
close. Okay, he's gonna go for the solid puncher.
And he got
Oh,
it.
he's gonna go through.
And do you know what's crazy? He moved back a little bit and started pumping. Like,
Yeah, that was really
oh man.
slight
Gas,
delay.
gas,
Here's,
gas.
no, but here's the thing. You think at particular ranges, and spacing against fireballs in this game is very interesting, especially how they're going to develop over time. You'd think he's not going to do it. He can't do it because of everything he has to think about. And then he says, bam, got you. Reacting perfectly. So
Yeah, that was an absolutely checkmate situation.
that was crazy to see.
Oh, misses that hop maybe again.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, again with the perfect parries. This man must have put in many, many hours practicing that.
Oh, and the frame kill with the roundhouse there. Interesting.
Alright, there you go. Trying to get the feint again. Walks away and then gets the 3-piece or the 2-piece into the flash kick. And yeah, again, I like that. He got it.
Ooh,
Make it count.
powers
Make
through.
it count. Good choice. Make it count.
Yeah.
Because now, yeah, he can get crossover to move around as much as he wants.
Ooh, such a good jump in from Caba.
But he has to do that more.
Wow. And the infamous
Oh, dear.
drive rush into Fireball. Fireball
dear.
into drive
Oh, the
rush.
trait!
Oh dear.
This is so dangerous!
Do you know what's nuts? Okay, this
That
is
was
something
crazy.
that players are going to have to learn. It's a very interesting habit in this game. You're in burnout, you knock the guy down, and you think you can avoid the reversal because they're going to do it to chip you anyway, and you just don't
Yeah.
avoid it. It's something you're just going to have to back away from the scenario, which is crazy to even think of. Conversion.
Try to check the driver is definitely hard to do still. Gets the counter poke though. He's been really good at getting those. Is a back heavy punch?
Which one? The spin knuckle?
Not
sorry, the back
other
fist or the other one?
Yeah, the one where
The
he's
straight
just
punch.
like the straight punch.
Yeah, back
really
fist.
old,
Yeah,
nice
back
jump.
fist.
He's been really good at like the end of the block strings, where DJ usually keeps going.
Uh-oh.
There was again the empty jump into the sway. Caba tried to take like the turn on landing. It's not your turn yet, says DJ.
He could have. No, he didn't want to burn himself out there. And the whiff punish. Nah, listen, I legit think that sweep, the target combo, is one of the best whiff punishing tools in the game. Right? You do the sweep, target, guard, high kick, flash kick, like a good 25% to 30%, and then boom.
Yeah,
You're
it does chunks.
You do that.
Was this the score you spoke of, the 6-4?
Oh, is this
Oh,
the one
yeah,
that the
yeah.
guy called?
Yeah, he won. Yeah,
Was
congratulations.
it crossover to Caba or was it Caba to crossover?
No
on
idea.
that?
Somebody
It was
said
for
6-4.
crossover,
I need to check that.
actually.
Yeah, I need to check, just double checking.
The legend.
The legendary prediction.
Dude, he
Let's
said
go.
crossover 6-4.
Oh, big damage.
If the
did
set
say
ended
that.
here, he
Actually,
would have
he
won.
did, yeah.
Unfortunately, it's not over.
Damn, you.
Yeah, that
You
would have been
find me.
Yeah.
You find me a set in Street Fighter 6 where it's 1st to 6. You find me.
Best of 11.
Well, I'll have you know. Best of 9 was brilliant, by the way.
Yeah, that was great. That was amazing.
You know when you read it, you're like, best of... Oh, that's 1st to 5. You just realize what it is. Oh, man. Nice, that's plus 2.
nice.
That's why flash kick. Back to,
swing. There it is.
Ooh, the sway. He's been so good at setting up the counter hit sway.
Has he always got it on upside down kick? No, he hasn't.
He's gotten it a lot on after he himself also empty jumps in and he just goes
Yeah,
for the,
okay.
Yeah. And then Caba wants to take his turn a lot of the time, obviously. Oh, is that safe? No, that's
there you
fast.
go.
How fast is that?
What?
Get
That's
off
7
me,
frames,
sir.
isn't it? 7
Interesting.
frames. Most supers, well, the slowest level ones are like
Nice.
10 frame startup, so...
Yeah, some of them you can like meaty jab.
Yes, those are the 10 frame ones.
Yeah.
Right, let me find out. Where's Guile? Where's Lord Guile? Where's Lord Guile? Sonic Hurricane is 8 frames, but it can be 7. Yeah.
Is that when it's something is powered
Yeah,
up?
if you're good enough.
you're good enough at doing the motion, it becomes
Yeah,
a
it's got 8 frame start, but 7 in bracket, so I'm not sure where it can be 7 frame.
If you're good enough.
Well, skill issue, apparently.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyway. Oh, he tried it again.
yeah.
Like Olvaha mentioned it time and time again at a certain space. Like, dude, you just can't compete. I wouldn't compete if I was Guy unless you're going to do the OD version. And that's 2 bars.
Yeah. And I think even with a lot of life after that EX, I think that DJ could have followed up with the drivers.
Ooh, that's gonna be
burn himself out.
heavily
burns himself
punished
out, so
with
this
the
is
level
definitely
2.
not dead. Yeah.
No, but he's got all the real estate to work with, so he can keep him
Yeah.
here. This is all the real estate to work with, so if he gets him out, he's fine. So he just waits. Yeah, he just waits. This is what he can do.
Gets the jump back. Yeah, he did not want
Guile
to
right now, he needs time and space, guys. You should respect it.
Dude, he has had huge success on the knee hop, especially reading a lot of the sonic booms and the timings that Caba's had. Shout out to everyone in the chat that's saying the 7 frame one, maybe the heavy version, the anti-air one. I totally forgot about that. Thank you very much for clarifying that.
There it was. I think he even tried a driver stick because you saw the dash into the something.
Yeah.
So maybe he had a driver shim quick, but just didn't come out. Did it too late, too early. Dash too fast. I see that sometimes crossover makes Caba feel comfortable that we're now in the Sonic Boom War, and then he does the dash into that knee drop thing. Like setting up a false sense of fireball war into
The fireball trenches. Deep in the fireball trenches.
Okay, that does sound like it counter here. So it looks like he's trying to challenge with something there. Gets the anti-air. Again, Caba, when he's trying to jump, half the time it's just not working. There's been situations where he's had the read on the air slasher, but it's only after a certain point. But for the most part, most of these jumps haven't really been working.
Yeah, I think in the beginning I felt like DJ didn't have the strongest anti-airs, but if you space yourself for the back heavy kick, it's a very strong.
So back heavy kick's pretty good, especially with the whole situation in the corner. Jackknife maximum. Good luck jumping over his head when he's charging.
Yeah.
Good luck doing that because it's never gonna work.
You're doomed.
And then even
fail.
the slide for like far jumps.
Oh yeah, that's true as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That EX boom was really good for Caba.
Oh, he's dead. Yeah, if he does the whole thing, he's dead. Yep. Does he have to
Gonna
level
do
2?
that.
No, he's into level 1.
Oh, the level 1, you never see that, but as you
Every
can
now and
see,
then.
if you every now and then it rears its head.
Well, that's what you call
It rears its non-invincible head.
well, that's what you call optimization to a T, because
Yeah.
I thought you had to spend the level 2, but crossover knows best. Just holding it down here. He's walking, encroaching on that space. Good block, and there's the
That's
punish.
definitely
That was
punishable.
beautiful.
That was
Yeah.
sick.
And I think he could have done the heavy so bad, but I think he wanted the corner. I'm not sure he wanted to cancel
You
it to his
also
level
never
2.
see the EX so bad, by the way.
No, you do for the level 2. They usually do it
Well,
in
we did
burnout
see
to
there,
kind of
but-
keep you in block stuff to cancel to level 2.
Yeah.
Oh, tries to get the throw. Just too
He
late
got
on the
him,
punish.
he got
Crossover,
him.
But this is
Oh, that always
holy-
hits just so different, man.
And they
Look
told
at
me
the
Rashid's
chunk.
drive rush is too fast. Did you not see that?
Dude. Yeah.
He's not. Wait, he's still alive? Wait, what?
I want to see the comeback.
He's got to jump.
Yeah, this is so appropriate.
Nah, he's
Play
gotta
the
jump.
Guile theme.
Nah, he's got to jump.
Play the Guile theme.
Yeah. Oh. And then.
Damn. Disappointing.
Yeah, that was a nice try.
That was
Dude,
crazy.
the dream was real for a moment.
Yeah, it really was.
They definitely need to put a jukebox in this game because the Street Fighter 2 Guile theme would do wonders.
You know what?
Yeah, the dynamic music we needed in that way.
I think whenever Guile is low, that music should start playing in the game.
Yeah. Dude, that would be
amazing
so
every time.
godlike.
That would be so
I'm waiting
good.
for the patch,
Yeah.
Capcom.
Whenever he's in critical art, I want that theme. To
I
play.
want that for other characters too.
Oh, pressure on block, and then Caba still has to block. And again, Caba's had an incredibly hard time trying to get out of the corner safely anyway. I think that's one of the hardest parts in this matchup. This is rough from time to time.
Yeah.
Oh, and he got him again!
Nice.
Oh, man.
It does look like it can be really, actually, a pretty difficult time for Guile to get around.
Absolutely.
I think some people have made the case. Oh, well, case in point. That's too
Ooh,
far.
rare whiff from crossover.
That was rare footage of Swain not working. That was insane.
He was just partying out there by himself.
I know. One man race.
It was like, this is not a duet, this is a solo.
What with punished though, but too far again, and Caba just knew that was not the spacing for that.
Alright,
That's
there
the
you go.
corner
Gonna keep
now.
him there.
Oh, the sway.
is
He's
so
gonna
good. This is
actually
such a
get
strong
tagged,
move
and
from
this is gonna
Caba,
be
yeah.
heavy damage.
Oh no, he's
Perfect.
dead. If he gets this
Yeah.
right, he's dead.
I love it. Big chunks, like I like in my ice cream.
Well, I like that. All right. So Caba looking to try and make this reduce the deficit there, but good check. If you got the charge,
Nice
you see the
response,
drive
yeah.
rush. It's fine.
Yeah, that's such a consistent tool as well. When you have the charge DPs.
I think that's the luxury both of these guys have. But again,
Yeah,
from the
definitely.
range that Crossover is doing his drive rush. Remember, look how Crossover is doing his drive rush, right? It's either ODS slasher or you can do drive rush jab at an uncomfortable range that Guile don't like. Guile has to actually put something out and then drive rush. He ain't gonna do it by himself.
And if the DJ player is feeling extra feisty, he can do the projectile first and then the drive rush.
Yeah, that's what I meant with the ODS slasher. Yeah. Is he gonna? Yeah, he's got level 3.
Ooh,
he has
yeah,
to.
he's gonna cash out. Check, please.
To change the tide in terms of the drive gauge meter, so he'll get the advantage here. The drive gauge damage is what's important here, and he can go
So
in.
leading on meter right now. This is
box.
looking super favorable for crossover.
Well, now
Went the favor did the trade as well, and now he's just happily heavy slashing. Oh, actually caught him.
Get the confirm, but gets the
Wow, that was just like the spacing for crossover there was perfect. Like,
Man.
I feel like as Guile, it was really hard to answer that.
Do you know what's crazy? Like, there was a warrant that they didn't tell us when the game came out. They said you're not allowed to throw against DJ. DJ's mind games against throw. No, DJ's mind games against throws is insane. The way he can avoid
also-
your throw, the way he throws you, and then he gets the pressure in the corner.
Also, like, yeah. And if we're talking in music terms, it's like when you play against DJ, it's not a duet, it's a solo.
Right. Oh, nice jump. There you go. That's what we're talking about before.
And in theater terms, it's not a dialogue, it's a monologue.
Right. Well, it's a monologue indeed.
He's in the debate club.
In that stand medium kick there, drive rush almost got it. And more players are going to start doing that now. They're going to do the drive rush anyway, but to catch certain normals, they're going to stay outside of the range of it and then anticipate that the opponent's going to whiff it. So they get more frame advantage and damage.
Dude, it's such a powerful tool for how little it costs.
Well, we'll talk about the costings of thing in this game another time.
Can we get the
Jump
check,
into the
please?
standing light kick now.
Not at
I'm ready for the check, guys.
Oh dear,
But
okay.
at least Caba has around
Oh
to
look,
work
this
with.
one. Oh, okay.
Nice.
He tried to see if he was gonna
build
run
some
away.
space. He needs time and space once again.
Gets to set up shop.
He needs to get a heavy hit and then he needs to convert into level 3. That's what Caba needs to do right now.
Oh, that must have been a level 2. Just missed input the course of force maybe.
Ooh, the jumping medium kick actually extending the hitbox there.
And again at the end of like the pressure, Caba's so good at getting that
It's
standing
so
punch
close.
out.
Caba needs this so bad.
He can still get it, but he'd have to spend level 1 and it's not looking too good. He's not even in
Yeah,
the
he's
range
gonna
to do
sit
it.
on that fireball.
Oh,
there it is!
dear. Oh dear, match point.
Yeah.
Set point. Oh dear. This is not looking too good. This is looking torrid for our American soldier.
Uh-oh.
I wonder if Caba will. He looked maybe
Yeah,
turning.
guys, you can play the Guile theme now. It's okay.
Yes. We're waiting for it still.
Just turn it up.
I'd be very worried about a drive rush or funky slicer from another jump from crossover. He's
Yeah,
been
this
pretty
is
well.
this is looking really comfortable right now. Caba.
Nice block on the open.
He's so good if Caba gets back from this one. I feel like that would be the ultimate turn of tides. The crossover has been very consistent and solid in this game. He did the empty jump again, but he didn't really
he missed
believe
his
it.
knee off. He
Okay,
misses
nice.
knee off.
That's a great conversion.
Dude.
Great conversion from Caba.
Oh, but that's because he capitalized on crossover missing his knee hop again. And he's going to need this. I'd drive rush and bait something, but he's going to stay there. He's got to be careful of his Sonic Boom usage.
Nice interruption.
And Caba is back.
Dude, hello. We're so back.
We are so back.
We are so
Where
back.
was the Guile theme?
I can imagine some people watching this stuff, and once their score predictions disappeared, they're at like the bookies, and they get upset when their prediction doesn't quite pan out.
The 6-4 is already
that was
over.
the first corner roll drive impact we've seen. Crossover wants to finish this, and that might actually lead to maybe some decisions that are a bit more like, if Caba can catch on to that, some decisions that might be a bit rushed. We'll see if that plays out or if this is the final game.
Well, look, we've always spoken about fighting games being fast-paced chess, right? And if you're making decisions based on like the pace of things, you're eventually actually going to lead into the long one.
Fast-paced and also in real time. There's no turns. It's always my turn and it's always your turn.
There we go, just still waiting it out here before he gets a hard read. I think he's trying to get him to move close to the corner before he makes a big read crossover, but gets the jump medium kick.
Look at the extended hitbox. That jumping medium kick is so good.
Do you know what? Broski was talking about that for quite a few streams. He's like, yo, people aren't talking about this move right here.
Yeah.
His jump medium kick. That's better.
Yeah.
That's really good. He's not handling this well. Yeah, he's not handling this really well. Oh, it's done. Oh,
that was
no conversion.
such a good dry rush anti-air.
But the one who whiffs it first gets to punish the other one. Set point for crossover.
Once again, blocking the overhead.
Well, all the risk is on Caba's side now. He needs to splurge the dry gauge. He needs to jump in, and each risk
And
he
also
takes,
looking
guess
through
what?
crossovers meter. Yeah, he's looking so comfortable right now.
But all the risks that Caba has to take, he's going to lose health in the process if he's not careful.
All risk, no reward.
He's still waiting. Yeah, he's doing things, and he's hesitating to do certain things now because he doesn't want crossover
I'd
to
be
get the big
scared too.
damage. Well, I mean, he's about to be level 3 soon, and that was the delay. I think he caught a
There
throw
you
tech.
go.
I think he
Okay.
caught a throw tech.
This is so spooky right now.
I wonder if he can get Caba to spend the level 3 in this round. No.
Nice interruption there from Caba.
Oh, here it comes. He can't OD Sonic Boom either because he doesn't want to burn himself out. This is huge. This is huge. He cannot block.
The whiff there.
Oh no, he's not gonna. Yeah, he ain't blocking. He ain't
there
blocking.
you go.
Nah, man, he ain't blocking. Not with that situation. No
I
way.
like it.
Yeah, he was like, I'm about to go down anyway. At least
tries
go
to get
out
it.
with a fight.
And there's the perfect parry though. Already in the corner.
Dude, this
Nice
is,
backdash.
yeah. The way you're set up to be in the corner for the rest of the
I'm
round.
so glad he didn't cancel the flash kick there. He would have got in so much trouble.
There's quite a bit of like those really awkward situations going on right now. It's hard to punish that. I understand. Not even try for it. Another sway might
Gets
just
boom
come there
caught,
to
catching off guard there.
catch your whiff punish attempt. Or gets the back throw.
Keeping in mid-screen right now.
Oh, he
Definitely doesn't
has
want to be in the
slowed
corner.
this game down significantly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, bro, you can't do this to us now.
Unfortunate.
That means the set's over. Does that mean it's over? It must mean it's over. Let me find out. Okay, so
No way.
we got cut early. Is a spoiler? Was that a spoiler alert? Did we just someone pop the bubble? What's
Ain't
going
no
on?
way for the 100th episode.
No, well, I mean, clearly Street Fighter 6 had
Ain't no
other,
way.
had other plans. Can I get word from the production team? Are we back in the lobby or what? What happened? What happened?
We need a signal boost.
Well, they're just in a deep side, so it's just like they don't know either. Right. So let me find out. I need to actually WhatsApp the two. Not even WhatsApp. I need to message both of these guys and say like, what happened there? That was crazy. Let me see. Because that was.
Oh, it's the maintenance.
Is it that time?
no,
I don't think it's that time. Is it that
I
time?
don't think it's.
No.
I don't think it's yet.
No, I don't think it's yet. Is it that
I think
time?
it's in an hour or two.
Yeah. I thought we were still all right for the most part.
Yeah.
Okay, apparently Caba got disconnected.
Oh, so he actually got legit disconnected.
that was unfortunate.
Okay, can we start over?
Are you
Whole
sure?
set.
Hold on.
You replay the whole set.
Can we start over?
Let me see.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
What's up? What happened?
Yeah, I don't know. Disconnect.
Oh,
the game.
okay. It's it again.
Yeah.
Apparently.
It is.
Wait, Caba, are you playing on PC?
Play PC, yes.
Yeah, you're not under. It's not the Steam maintenance. It can't be. I'm pretty sure it isn't. Okay.
What happened? What happened now?
I'd love to tell you.
We're gonna have to start over. Sorry, Caba.
All games.
What?
If it is,
What?
if it is
Just
the
FT10 again?
maybe. Right.
We'll continue next week.
I need to check. It seems that several people are telling me that it might actually be.
It actually is.
It might actually be the Steam maintenance. Okay, apparently. So we have to wait 10 minutes. So Steam maintenance happen on every Tuesday. I know it happens every Tuesday. I just forget the time. That's
So
it,
nice
essentially.
weather outside, huh?
Yeah, don't even try. Anyway, so what we're gonna do, because that was on the last game. That was basically what 9-5. It was 9-5, right? So we'll just play out the last game when we
Play
get
it
back
out.
on to when we get back onto the Steam there. So let me find. Yeah, we just have to be patient. All right, Caba and Crossover, you guys mute your mics again. We'll just wait until we get back in, and then we'll set everything up in accordance to that. So yeah. We got hit by the Steam maintenance. Shout outs to us changing our day back from Monday to Tuesday. Brilliant. We're gonna have to deal with this.
I wonder when will be the Wednesday show.
Oh well,
I think we need to change from now on. It will be
maybe we can start from 101 episode.
That would be pretty interesting. So this
nice
will
fresh
be,
makeover.
It will be interesting to see how things happen. Thank you very much for tuning into our 100th episode, though. I don't make this stuff up. Okay, we can.
While we're waiting,
can we talk about the weather? It's a nice day outside.
we've got 4 people talking at once, and none of them know what they're doing.
I think I heard it.
What are we doing?
So we're going into Avatar battle while we're waiting.
Okay.
Really?
Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go. Instant entertainment. I love this.
This is great.
So,
the range this character has.
Yo, this guy with the devil wings is cooking though. Look at him. He has teleport.
Okay, so it looks like we're gonna watch this Avatar battle until the Steam maintenance is done. That should be about 10 minutes.
Who needs Guile and DJ when I can have Devil Wind custom characters?
I think a lot of people who entered the competition may.
Oh, they're left in suspense. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, no one predicted 9-5 anyway. So
that would have been hilarious though if someone.
My prediction was 7-3.
Prediction would be amazing.
I got to finish
Look at the range. Look at the range of that crouching medium punch.
Is that Ken's? That looks like Ken's.
That is Ken's. That is Ken's indeed.
But doesn't your range change depending on how big your character is?
Probably.
So.
Yeah. So this is
size
a really
matters.
Strong character. Yeah.
Right, let me just get these guys sorted. I mean, why'd you guys stop talking? I need to make sure our guests are well accommodated and make sure, so...
Yeah.
I'm waiting for you to talk about Avatar battle.
No, but I think that this kind of Avatar, this Avatar is probably like the most optimal I've seen. You have the awesome
this guy is all mobility. He has Kimberly's command dash. He has Yoga teleport. Like he has all the mobility
Sonic
options.
Boom to do the Sonic Boom into Drive Rush. There's so many good decisions on this character design. And he takes up half the screen.
Dude, just teleport out of the corner, no problem.
I wonder if I wonder how this would look with like Luke's buttons.
Dude, that character is massive. By the way, he's completely mogging the other character.
Oh, wow. Nice check though.
I've never seen someone check Kimberly's run like that. I've never actually. Wow!
Oh no way!
Oh, he's dead. Yeah, he's finished.
Yo,
he's done.
This guy is cooking a 5-star meal.
The greatest Avatar customization of combo tools.
Veggey, do you think Veggey?
Crazy.
Do you think Geef needs that command dash?
Yeah. Give it to him.
I thought so. I hope the patch makes you happy, brother.
Look, I mean, again, it's too soon to say if the Ed update was anything to go by. Because I've actually been making a couple of notes in regards to all the changes they've done from Aki to Ed, and just trying to see a pattern. Because is it just these temporary changes, or are they going down a different route? And like Crossover mentioned as well, it's a case where you might just need to adjust a lot of hitboxes and hurtboxes. Because look, Aki is a very good example. Look what increasing the active frames on her stand medium punch did. And then look what the increasing or enlarging the hitbox on her crouching light punch. Look what that did. And that's significantly changing. Now, one or two other changes that she might actually be like a fantastic character. But then, okay, I remember I spoke to someone before. They're like, I don't really like crouch medium kick drive rush, and I was like, well, drive rush isn't really the problem there because drive rush cancels the most expensive thing in the game, right? So I said you might have to adjust the crouch medium kicks, and by doing that, all the characters that can do crouch medium kick drive rush have to move closer. What does that do? Entail more risk, and that means they're going to be thinking twice about doing it or not, especially for the drive rush cancel. Yeah. And you might not always guess right from the cancel. So I do think the way that they're changing some of these characters and whatnot, we might be seeing something reasonable. Again, I don't know what they're going to plan to change, because they could flip everything on its head and say, hey, perfect parry is not going to scale no more, and then we're going to go, what?
Oh, by the way, I never thought about this, but imagine if you made a custom character and you had all your favorite moves, and for some reason they decided to like weaken all the moves that your custom character has across the characters.
Maybe.
You'd have to go back to the drawing board.
True.
It's like, wow.
No, true.
They saw your
that.
they saw your match. They were like, this guy
I saw
can't
that
cook.
last match. I was like, okay.
We can't let this guy cook no
We
more.
can't let this guy cook so much.
Okay, I believe Steam should be back up now. Can we get the production team to
Also,
check that? Okay, clearly not. Okay,
Nice
Caba,
weather
Caba is
outside.
still trying to get back in. We're gonna wait. We do have to wait and see. But hey, this is what happens. Do you know what's interesting as well? Well, it's not interesting. It's annoying. So I'll tell you this right now, because it happens all the time. So you play on Steam, you go up against someone on PlayStation or Xbox, and they think you've rage quit when it's the Steam maintenance, and and then the game registers it as you've rage quit, right?
And because then, you're like, yeah, and they're like, possibly recording, they're like, oh, I caught you in 4K.
But then the other side of that is sometimes PlayStation Network goes down, and then they have issues, and then you're playing on Steam. You're like, did this guy really just do that? So we're all under the assumption like everyone's rage quitting left, right, and center. But it's like sometimes there are just disconnects. So I do advise people on Tuesday at a certain point in time, just stop playing Street Fighter 6.
You know what?
Stop playing everything which is online.
That it's not a rage quit.
I always assume,
and it could be Steam maintenance.
No,
so I assume that it's not the rage quit.
Sometimes I baited a reversal. I do my level 3, and we just happen to see a certain cinematic, and it freezes. I said, nah, yeah.
You know what?
You don't goof.
Even if my opponent was winning and they like lose connection, I always assume they're gonna rage quit because I'm that good. I just made them do it.
Yeah, I don't have the problem.
I think it's easier to assume it that way. Life is much easier when you think of it that way.
That you're just that good.
Yeah.
So why didn't you win the $1 million?
I didn't register. I didn't register.
You didn't register because
I was busy that day.
Oh, you sure? I don't know, man. I think you have to qualify to get there.
Certain.
You didn't register in your qualification process, and you had 5 chances to do so.
It got lost in the mail.
Wow.
My application was lost in the mail.
What a lie!
You read the dates wrong.
Yeah, I read the dates wrong. My mail got lost.
Did you read them the American way? Did you think there's 24 months in a year instead of 12?
Yeah, I did. America, baby.
Right. Okay, so we are going to try and get this sorted. So let me see if I can get these guys back in the lobby, and then we'll get on with this next, the remaining games, I should say.
That would be so amazing. Oh, welcome back to the 100th restart of a set. Now, this is like the second time, actually.
Oh, and by the way, we're starting back from 0-0.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's from 0-0.
So I hope you guys are ready
for a good time.
You got your seatbelts fastened. And
to make it
it's going to be a long
spicy,
night, guys.
It's going to be a first 15 now. Let's go.
The extended episode.
The extended edition. Yeah, I mean,
the marathon set.
It is the 100th episode, so it might be actually a good idea. Let's check with production if they agree. It should be first 15. It's the 100th episode.
I think it should be first to 100. Why not?
Oh, imagine actually having an episode one day that is.
Dude, actually, like I have a funny story from the Finnish community. Like some of the top players used to be roommates during Street Fighter 5, and they actually had a first to 100, and it ended something like 100 to 97 or something. And they were ready to pass out after.
Wow.
Imagine.
That I can't imagine a serious first 100, but I remember back in the days when we were like at casuals with friends or just playing, there would be a lot of games, total games towards the end.
Yeah, I used to play
like
Marvel
try-hard.
3 like these super long sets, like 50 to something or something like that. I was built different that day back then, but now
Definitely.
I'm not built different anymore. Now I'm just old.
Built old.
And Jammerz is old too now because he turned 30.
We're all old.
And he also looks 30, so like
you look 30. Yeah. But I think
nice weather outside.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't know how it is in Finland, but it's not nice weather outside today.
It's dark and gloomy still.
Yeah, it's like it's snowing, but when it lands on the ground, it's no longer snowing.
Dude, it actually snowed today, which is crazy.
Yeah. You know what would be the great? I think that we should urge production to find the Guile theme in case we go to 9.9 now.
True.
Is very deserved
Big true.
to get that Guile theme playing. So I'm just
True
urging,
and real.
Yeah, I'm urging back to the productioning, and they're saying they're not listening, which means they're listening, which means they're actually
Which
looking
means
for
they
it.
are listening,
They're
yeah.
looking for it.
Dude, we have our real-time wish list.
They just confirmed that they're actually listening. I wasn't sure if they were still here, so they could have actually pretended that they didn't hear us. But now we know. So let's go. Let's get that 9.9.
Okay, Veggey, so
one.
can we just role play for a moment that we're in like a cafe or something, and I come talk to you? So, Veggey, do you come here often?
Yes, every day.
Have you been here like for 100 times, maybe?
I think it's my 100th time today. I really like it here. Every time I'm here once a week. It's like the greatest evening in my week. Oh yeah, and I mean this is still happening, but you can't predict, especially now. You can definitely not predict now.
This is still happening, but you can't participate.
This is still happening, but you're not. You can't participate now. It's too late.
This is still happening, but you're not invited.
But bear in mind though that for the future, if you watch this happens every now and then that there's a giveaway. So if you actually watch the Twitter before the shows, you might actually get to be ready for next time. So even though it's still happening now, but just not for you if you didn't guess on it or make a prediction, remember that things like this comes every now and then. We've had plenty of these. So if you just look at the Capcom Fighters Twitter before this episode, you can check is it today that they're doing another giveaway? And then you can be ready and predict maybe first to 10 that ends 9-4.
Or 7-3.
Or
if you're feeling feisty.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, well, I spend every Tuesday, sometimes Mondays, but mostly Tuesdays, but really mostly
depends
Mondays.
On the week.
Yeah, it depends on the week and my boss.
Really?
But I'm here every week and I enjoy it. For 100th time now, it's so good. What do you think about this place? You've been here a lot too? I think I've seen you here many times.
I've been here a couple of times, so yeah.
A couple of times?
Yeah, I think.
Or maybe like 50 something, 70?
Maybe. But like I've come here for like a few years now. The atmosphere is okay. The drinks they could be better, but but at least like the atmosphere is like really good.
Yeah, I like the coffee here. The coffee here is really good.
I think it's kind of stale. I think they let it sit for too long.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you order it on Monday and you get it just.
Oh, by the way, I wonder where our 30-year-old old friend just went, by the way.
Ancient 30-year-old.
Yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
He's probably trying to sort out he's trying to fix he's doing the maintenance for them, all of it.
He's doing the Steam maintenance now?
He's doing the maintenance. Just to get it done quicker.
Yeah, he's so good.
Yeah.
He's so good.
I mean, things like this happens. I remember it happened once before. I don't know if it was for Street Fighter 6 or another Street Fighter version. We had this happen
once
before,
in 5. I remember it clearly.
Yeah, it was Street Fighter 5, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But it couldn't have been Steam
But I think we've had it in
yeah.
Street Fighter 6 as well.
Yeah. So, I mean,
depends on the week,
can't teach an old man a new trick.
And you can't teach an old gaming platform old tricks, new tricks.
Yeah, so we're definitely seeing this again sometime. So just be ready for it. No, I think we should. This will be a learning lesson for us. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
you think we're gonna learn from this? I don't think we're gonna learn from this.
I have great belief that after 100 visits, we will get to change it up.
Right.
Yeah. So have you
nice weather outside?
Predictions? Yeah, it's great. But have you looked through the predictions? I want to see if there's anyone who is close to actually making.
There were actually too many.
Right now.
I lost count.
Oh, what is the score right now? It's 10-5, right? No, I mean it's 9-5.
Supposed to be 9-5.
Sorry. Yeah, so
Pay
it's
9-5.
Pay attention. So I can only see, 3 predictions here.
But like I said, I think we're gonna start from 0-0. So
yeah,
all the predictions are off. by the way.
See.
Please, I am joking. So
Yeah, I see. Yeah, I see though. I see 2 predictions here. I think I'm looking at the wrong place for the predictions.
anyways, while we're waiting, I think we are going on a very small break. And when the maintenance is done, we're hopefully back and we will see the conclusion of this set. So stay tuned, everyone. We will be back very shortly.
Help me!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the 100th episode of Sets, our great anniversary, which got interrupted by Steam maintenance. But we're back.
Yeah, and Jammerz, the maintenance guy, fixed it.
Yeah, Jammerz, the Steam engineer, was deep in the trenches. He was with his trusty toolkit, and he was working really hard there.
Yeah.
And I think Jammerz found the problem. So I think we're going to continue from our set. I think it was 9-6 or...
9-5, I think.
9-5, 9 to 5.
So,
okay,
yeah,
very
so
appropriate.
I actually looked through. I found tweet because I'm not that bright, so it took me a while to find the tweet with the predictions.
At least you're self-aware.
There are people
and we
who-
love you for that.
Yeah, and there are people who must really be on the edge of their seats for a long time now because they're very close to getting the right prediction. Possibly, I
And
saw.
also
so,
the prize is like super nice. Like you
Yeah,
have
it's an amazing
quality
prize, yeah.
microphone. You got light, and you got the mouse
at
as well.
this.
Like you got the whole set. All you're missing is a keyboard here.
yeah, and look at the web camera. Does it have its own light?
Yeah, it does
That is
actually.
genius.
Yeah, a ring light. That
That
is
is
actually
genius.
sick.
Yeah, because then you get the light will like reflect properly back into the camera, and it's going. I feel like I need to get myself one of these.
Yeah.
As you can see, my
I hope you
lighting
made
is
a
not
prediction.
the best. Yeah, I did not make a prediction actually. Oh yeah, I'm the one that said 3-1.
Yeah.
3-1.
Yeah.
Veggey and Olvaha quit sets to make predictions. Is a headline.
We're gonna quit for tonight so we can make a prediction. Then we come back next week. We took an extended vacation.
Prediction team. No, but these are really good. These
Guys.
these prizes. But
Guys,
we're back.
it's happening.
Finally.
It's actually happening.
You've been waiting for it.
All right.
It's here. Hello, Jammerz. Nice work with the maintenance.
I could hear
Yeah,
you
thanks
guys the whole
for
time.
for working in the trenches.
No, I could hear you guys the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, and we appreciate you.
Yeah,
I'm
and I
sure
hope
you
you
do.
appreciate that. We appreciate you.
I'm sure
Yeah.
you do. Oh,
Oh, there
oh,
it
I didn't
is,
even know you
the
could do
punish
that.
counter.
Nah.
Yeah, it's really good. If you're really ready for the jump and you get the punish counter,
Dude.
so he has to press early as
Julian,
well, right?
have you seen many anti-airs with OD Sway? Have you never seen that?
No.
That's
Dude.
Oh yeah, that one. That was so
It is
super
the
good
most
too.
depressing thing when you get hit by that.
Yeah, just jump this way, bro. Just jump this way.
I mean, at
Oh,
least
nice.
DJ's having fun.
Well, somebody has to. Oh, that's it. That's the round.
Another one, yeah, it is. And
Not quite. Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
okay.
actually, yes, quite.
I didn't think he was close enough for the level 1, but I was sorely mistaken there. Misjudged the range on my part. And we're back on set point here for crossover after that 20-minute intermission. That's crazy. 20-minute halftime. It's nuts.
But after 20 minutes,
Yeah, but you work really hard, and we're really happy for that.
this is really good. Yeah, we're really happy about that, Jammerz.
All right, let's see what happens here.
This is how the last game started last time too. Crossover up one round, and then Caba gets the second round, and then we have the third round. But
I hope
what's
they both
interesting
got
is
a
that-
cup of coffee or something while waiting.
Yes,
Dude, he
but what
didn't
interesting here is what did they like? Because the game is slowed down again, so it's as if they've kind of like restarted the mentality for the set. It's really interesting when something like this happens.
Ooh, strong.
Oh, I don't know, man.
Instantly, he was like, no.
And there's a slight super meter lead on Caba's side. Is he going to get
Oh,
back?
he missed that. Yeah, sometimes that happens actually because Guile does have some stubby-ish normals. Crouching medium
Nice.
punch.
Forces a trade. Another driver's aggression now, right now from Caba. And gets the perfect parry. Nice
Yeah, he
drive
drains the
gauge.
meter. I really like that. In this matchup especially, I feel like the one who controls the drive meter is absolutely
Dude,
going to win.
The way he's been...
it again?
Yeah,
nice.
yeah, he
I
tried
like
it,
the-
but he recovered in time. That's insane.
I like the
Flash
way
kick
that
charge
Caba handled that whole situation to inflict dry gauge damage. That was really good. He's just waiting
Now he
because of level 2.
yeah, because he knows that he has the level 3. He can't just try to cancel into the drive.
Well,
impact.
it's level 2, level 3 is anything.
Yeah.
Cannot get thrown into the corner right now, Caba. Okay, nice parry. Crossover almost burned out again. The
that was
punish.
so
Let's
good.
go.
Dude, I promise you, when you get comfortable with punishing medium so bad, you'll feel so good about yourself.
Absolutely.
You're like, finally, I can catch something.
Is this the break
Wow.
Caba needed?
Nice work, but
He's
he
on
didn't
fire right
capitalize
now.
properly. Yeah, that was really unfortunate.
Gets the counter right there. In the range for plus frames on the... What is it a soul bat kick as well?
Which one?
The knee drop from the other... Not that one. The one that
DJ's
Caba
one?
just did. No. Gal.
Which one?
It's a light one. The forward light kick.
Oh, no, that's bazooka knee.
Bazooka knee.
Forward medium kick is so back kick. Damn, I've never
Yeah,
played
yeah,
an FGC
yeah.
quiz with you. You'll make our team lose.
Yeah, but you can also do back light kick as well. So it gives you bazooka knee as
all of
well.
these episodes, I will be a pretty good teammate though.
I don't know.
I don't know about that, man. I'd pick
100
Jammerz.
Ooh, nice,
Sorry.
Nice. Yeah, I would pick Jammerz too.
My man
And
did
you.
a live anime betrayal. He said, I don't know, man.
Oh, nice.
No, I'm just playing in the winning team.
There's a great throw tech. Just not really scared of getting hit by anything. Crossover walks up and gets another throw going. Counter hit, trying to stop the blade with a sweep. Too late on it.
The blade was too sharp.
He's going to do it again. Oh, no. Okay, he goes for a different approach this time
and actually
round.
gets it. Yeah, and gets a lot of drive chip.
But because it generated enough space, it allowed Crossover to decide what he wants
I
to do
love
to
the spacing
regenerate.
from Caba right now.
It's 17 seconds. Something has to happen on Crossover side. Caba just has to be ready for what that something is.
Yeah, but he's got
He needs to be aware of the level
Did
2
not
right
confirm
now.
it. Oh. And that's huge. Yeah, just goes into
Yeah,
the
he's
level
gonna
2.
kill.
Is he going to kill?
Yeah, that's dead. Unless he drops it. He
Yeah.
did not
Yeah,
drop
level
it. That's
two, okay.
definitely dead.
Yeah, he's gonna kill.
After night pass.
And the fun, yeah.
I find it interesting he went for level 2 to go for the kill instead of level 1 to send him full screen and let the clock run down because Caba didn't have any meter at the time.
And he can also get another level 2 during this round.
This is a big start for Crossover. The whip punish with the
The
driver's
meaty
throw.
slide as well. Damn, that was nasty work.
Slasher there.
Nice.
Someone's
Yeah,
gonna have to
blows
make
off
a
the sonic boom.
someone's gonna have to make a hard read soon.
Caba has been getting a lot more flash kick anti-airs going. Not ready this time, but gets the stamina
Nice
kick anyway.
answer, yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't want to have Caba start anything there.
This is a spot to be in.
He's gonna do it again.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's gonna do it. They've done that time and time again. It looks like Crossover is actually happy with that situation. Dry reversing the back fierce to send him away, and he dropped the combo twice. Oh no!
Oh, driving back. No.
Caba gets to live.
He's got him.
Oh,
He's
he's
definitely
gonna
got
blow
him.
through.
Oi, and there you
And
have
there
it.
it is.
The Super R2 is taking it, ladies and gentlemen. After 20 minutes, we got a winner here because Crossover only had to win the one game, and there you have it. Let me see the GGs in the chat. He told you this character has some weaknesses, but he is super strong there. And I like watching this guy play, but it is Crossover with the dub. I only just clocked he's wearing the Kutsuki hat. I've seen this picture and edited it, and I only just realized he's wearing the Kutsuki hat. Shout outs to Crossover there with the GGs. So, with that being said, that is what it is for tonight's set. Again, you're going to watch, go right up to set point. You're going to see a 20-minute intermission and come back for one more. Hey, it's
We were
interesting.
talking about the weather. We had a good time.
You were talking about the weather, not everybody else. Everyone else was responding. You were talking about
But
the
we
weather.
had a good time regardless.
Apparently
We
so.
were talking about this mythical cafe that we've been to
Yeah.
100 times now.
Clearly.
Or I've been there 100
Cafe.
times. Yeah, and it's
Clearly.
like, yeah. I actually haven't been there 100 times because when Olvaha took my spot,
Anyway, as you guys figure
Mysterious
that
Cafe.
out, we're going to have a chat. Because we normally have a break when this happens, but because we had the break and we watch these two do their comedy acts, you can catch them on Saturday Night Live, I'm pretty sure. But we're going to actually get our guys back in immediately and have a chat with them immediately. So let us get these guys here, because there actually is a couple of questions I do want to ask them regarding that whole set. So let me find out. Have we got our lovely gentleman back
Hi.
here? Hey, there we
hi,
go.
welcome
All
back.
right, so
Welcome back.
the guys are back. All right, gentlemen. Sorry about that. We forgot that Steam Maintenance is on. I didn't want to kill the momentum that you guys had during that set here. But Crossover, congratulations to you for winning that set. That was actually... you seem very well versed in that matchup now. And there's a couple of specific things I was really impressed by. What you're doing, especially with your perfect parries into the crouch medium punch.
Yeah.
So that was really good from you. So Crossover, my first question for you, just talking about that matchup is it in DJ's favor? Is it even? Like, what are the numbers on that one?
I would say, yeah, DJ is slightly win, in my opinion, because DJ's wins in neutral because of the sway. I can make him like scared to press buttons because of that. And also the fireable game, DJ also wins because of the heavy one.
Oh,
He
okay.
has to use EX
Yeah.
to beat me in the fireable game.
Okay.
And another thing is that I can go through fireballs with my level 2. So DJs has a lot of tools to deal with Guile tool set. So I believe it's slightly in DJ's favor.
Okay. Caba, do you agree with that? Is this matchup in DJ's favor, or do you think it's even?
Maybe I agree. Yeah, agree with crossover.
Okay, no, that's completely fine because I mean the both of you showed that there like crossover looked way too comfortable at times, and he had the damage output to kind of back that up. So the other thing I wanted to ask you as well, crossover, was you seem to be pretty happy doing drive reversal and putting yourself in burnout after Caba done level 2. Was that to kind of go back into the scenario you're talking about with DJ winning the fireball with heavy air slasher? Am I right in saying that?
Yeah, you're right. I actually do that as well because if I have, let's say that I have only 2 gauge of drive meter, and he does standing heavy into level 2, I'm going to get burnout anyway with the sonic booms. So I prefer to use the drive reverser and knock him down and then just throw 2 fireball meaty, and I can gain some distance and maybe do something in burnout. Is the better option in my opinion there, because you just reset the neutral there, so it needs to go in.
Okay. No, that makes a lot of sense. And even when you had like the life lead and everything and the damage output, it makes so much sense when you reset a lot of these situations into neutral or just back away calmly, because it's like, okay, he has to take all the risks now. And again, like I said, you seemed extremely comfortable in most aspects of that matchup. Veggey, you spotted something as well. Is there something you wanted to ask a crossover regarding that matchup? Or?
Yeah, I was just wondering, because it seemed to me that you had put extensive time into perfect parrying the different booms, because you were really good at perfect parry, crouch, medium punch, check, the drive rush. Is that something you just do by yourself, or have you actually put a lot of time into practicing that specific punish for Guile's sonic boom into drive rush?
Yeah, I do practice that a lot. I used to practice that a lot because I was getting beating all the time in that matchup. So I was looking for option to deal with that, because in my opinion, if you knows how to deal with fireball drive rush in that matchup, in any matchup, if you know how to stop that from Guile, I think he has a lot of trouble there, because that's Guy main game plan in this case. So I practiced that a lot for days, just to get very good at that, at perfect parrying, all type of sonic boom. Doesn't matter if it's slow and the fastest one. So yeah, I do practice that a lot.
No, that's really good, because it's something that I think everybody needs to kind of have nailed down at this point. And if they're not going to change much about parry, especially how it works against projectiles, then yeah, I'd probably encourage more people to start perfect parrying the projectile. Get comfortable, or at least do it against Guile, because that's probably going to be the guy it's going to be most effective against. As we
it's always really cool to find like specific things that you can actually just rehearse, even in training mode, like that, because you see that if you can get better at stopping this, then you will be a lot better in that particular matchup, as we could see today, because that was big a lot of the time. It was really impressive to see such consistency on the different variations of booms into the crouch medium punch punish in the first games, especially when that was really prevalent. So that was very impressive.
Oh, that's cool. Right, Caba, there was something I saw you do quite often. You did drive rush into Soback kick. I was wondering why you were doing that. Is that to bait crossover into doing something, or was there a different reason behind that?
¿Entendiste?
Yo entendí. O sea, dile que a eso que él está preguntando del drive rush, eso va aquí. Eso era si tú haces el perfect parry y tira el crunchy medium punch. Yo puedo hacer 2 opciones con el drive rush que te le pueden ganar, que son la soba aquí para atrás. Esa, si tú lo haces, el perfect parry, la soba aquí te da punish counter y yo te puedo pegar level 1. La otra opción que yo tengo es la Osai Tank, la pata pistola, que te da punish counter también y yo te puedo pegar un level 1. Pero es cuestión de que tú hagas el perfect parry y tira el crunchy medium punch y yo haga la soba aquí. O sea, no puedo ver que tú hagas el perfect parry y después yo hacer la soba aquí.
Okay. So he's saying that yes, he was trying to bait my perfect parry into crouching punch into
Okay.
the yeah. He was trying to bait that because when he does the soba, I can get punish counter with the soba kick, and also uh,
Oh.
the standing roundhouse guy also works. I can get punish counter, and then he can get a level one, but he cannot do that like preemptively. He cannot like see the perfect parry and then do that. He just have to do that like automatically,
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so he was doing that just to punish my pressure medium punch.
No, okay, that's actually pretty interesting. I'm definitely going to make note of that so I can understand when I see you do this in future matches. I'll have a better perspective as to why you do that. So that was a very good answer. Thank you very much for that, Caba. The other thing I wanted to ask you as well is, what's the mentality when you're losing a fireball war? Like, what do you start to go more aggressive, but you understand that you're being more risky with your gameplay? Do you continue to throw fireballs? Like, what's going through your mind when you're losing a projectile war, something that Gao's good at?
Él está preguntando que como que cuál es mi mentalidad cuando yo siento que estoy perdiendo en el juego de proyectil.
Exactamente. Sí.
Oh, yeah, okay. O sea,
Si tú sientes que si tú tienes que tomar más riesgo, o qué es lo que tú haces.
Bueno, esa pregunta es un poquito amplia la respuesta, porque depende también de la barra game que yo tenga, del drive game, perdón, o sea, de la barra. Tú sabes, depende, si yo tengo mucha barra, yo puedo jugar un juego defensivo, porque si estoy perdiendo proyectil, significa que tú me estás tirando más proyectil que lo que yo te puedo tirar a ti, entonces yo puedo coger en parry, por ejemplo. Ahora, si tengo poca barra drive, tengo que jugar un poco más arriesgado y un poco más agresivo, ¿te entiendes? Porque no puedo caer en burnout, y mucho menos de Jake, un personaje muy fuerte cuando te tienen burnout. Yo diría que depende las barras, puedo jugar defensivo o puedo jugar agresivo. Sería eso.
Basically, he's saying that depending on the bars that he has, that is what going to determine how he's going to play. So let's say that he's low on drive gauge.
Yeah.
Because in that position, he has to take risk. He has to go in and take risk because he cannot afford to take let's say fireballs on block.
Yeah.
And he just has to take risks. So if he has bar, then he just can sit and play the fireball game there. So it all depends on the drive gauge that he has.
Okay, no, that makes a lot of sense, and I think one of the interesting things, at least for me watching this game, one of the most interesting thing is watching players like yourself, Caba, and Crossover, and many other high-level players. I saw this at the Cup and the Kumite, is what they do depending on how much drive gauge they have, like Caba mentioned. So if they have 2 bars, it's are they gonna go out with a bang? Do they do the flash kick and like say, well, that was my choice? Or are they going to defend and hope something else happens so the situation will change? It's very interesting to watch you guys and how you deal with these situations. That's why I'm a commentator and I don't play, because I'm terrible at handling the situations. So
I actually have a question, if I can ask at this point.
Go for it.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask both of you guys on how do you prefer to use your super meter in this specific matchup? And we can start with Crossover. Do you think level 2 is more useful in this matchup, or do you usually save up for the level 3?
It all depends on my dry gauge. So let's say that I'm very low on dry gauge. I prefer to go for level 3 if I connect with the hit. So I go for level 3 to gain a little bit of more gauge. But if I'm actually healthy on my dry gauge, I can just go for level 2. And also, there's so many layers for that question. So let's say that that I'm 20% of health left. Now I have CA. So in that particular
instance,
situation,
yeah.
I wouldn't go for level 2 unless it's going to kill.
Okay.
That is the So if he has enough health to just take the level 2, I will never go for the level 2. I prefer to go for the CA, trying to get a hit, and then the CA, and I do much more damage, and I can also get his drive gauge very low, because that level 2 takes 2 bars. So yes, so it all depends on that.
Okay, you've definitely given me something different to think about, Crossover. Just from that answer alone, you've given me something to think about with how I look at supers in this game in certain situations. So thank you very much for that. Caba, what about you? Do you prioritize saving your super for level 3, or do you think level 1's more effective, or does it depend on situations?
Yo entiendo, o sea, el uso como de los levels, dependiendo de la situación.
Que cuando tú lo usas,
bueno, por ejemplo, a diferencia de Gaio tiene algo diferente de los otros personajes, porque con el level 1 de Gaio, él tiene 2 level 1, por ejemplo, y hay uno que te hace side switch, ¿te entiendes? Eso lo convierte en una, o sea, le da como demasiada forma de tú usarlo, 3 levels. Yo entiendo que tú necesitas tener seteado cada level en cada momento, porque tienen su uso. Por ejemplo, el level 1, hay veces que yo lo tiro, por ejemplo, cuando tú me estás atacando y yo conecto con un combo, entonces yo lo tiro para mandarte para la otra esquina. Pero yo entiendo que yo uso ese level porque yo estoy ganando. Ahora, si yo quiero hacerte un combate, yo te hago el otro level 1, que te hago el 6 switch, te meto para la esquina, entonces ahí, como yo quiero hacerte un combate, ¿tú entiendes? Entonces, el level 2, yo lo uso más en defensa o para meterte en burnout. Y el level 3, yo lo uso como antiaéreo y como en combo para matar. Pero yo quisiera poder desarrollar más la respuesta, pero como no puedo hablar inglés.
Esa respuesta tiene muchas cosas que cubrir, hay muchas cosas.
Exacto, o sea, es bien amplia la respuesta. Yo simplemente puedo decirle eso y sería eso, pero todavía conlleva muchas más cosas, porque Guy usa los 3 level 3, los 3 level. A diferencia de DJ,
depende de la situación y lo que tú estás buscando. Si tú quieres meter en la esquina, tú usas el level de arriba, el 1,
exacto.
El otro, el level
si
1,
quiero hacer un combate, exacto. Entonces, DJ solamente usa el level 1 en combo prácticamente. O sea, el level 1 de DJ no tiene casi uso, a menos que sea en un combo. A diferencia de Guy, por ejemplo, Guy te lo tira en muchísimas situaciones. Pero sí, es más eso, sí. Ya tú le puedes decir eso.
So, he's saying depending on the situation, that depending on that, let's say that he's in the corner, and he got a hit. There he always uses the level 1, the one that he can do the side switch.
Yeah.
So he put me there in the corner, and he can make a comeback. Also, he used level 2, let's say, to drain your
drive gauge.
Yeah, he used that in that occasion, and also if you are, let's say, in burnout as well.
I'll use level 2
he
as well.
uses that to deplete your life gauge. So also level 3, he used the level 3 as an anti-air a lot. Which is why I wasn't jumping when he has level 3, because I know that. Yeah, I know that, yeah. So he's very good at that, and he uses level 3 like that. And also to make comebacks, he uses to level 3. So let's say that he's losing, he always will save his level 3 just to make a comeback if he is losing.
Okay. So
in all of 3, yeah.
They basically have specific roles, and he's very good at using them, or knowing the situation where he's using them.
Knowing the situation.
Yeah, that's actually really good. No, honestly, big thanks to Caba for breaking that down. Again, you guys have given me a fair bit to think about in regards to how you both are using supers, your characters, in this game. So I definitely note that down for future reference. Right, Veggey or Olvaha, have you got any other questions to ask regarding this set before I move on to other questions before we close this out?
I'm all good.
About the set, I'm quite satisfied.
Okay, cool. Long-winded answer, we'll take that. Right. So, gentlemen, I'm going to ask you some closing questions before we let you guys go. Now, Caba, I've wanted to ask you this for a few years now. Let me give you some context. I personally think, and I spoke about this with a few players, I think it was last year. I think you and DCQ are probably the funniest people that can't speak English. Are not confident in speaking English. Now, have you ever wanted to learn more English so you can speak with more of the community, or you kind of find just understanding it? Because I really think if you could speak English, I think your fan base would be 10 times bigger than it is now, because I think you're so funny.
Más o menos, yo entendí una parte, pero...
Dice que tú y DCQ son muy como divertidos y vaina, y que si ustedes dos aprendieran más inglés, o sea, tu público de tus fans subiría más, mucho más. Y yo le doy la razón ahora, en verdad. Claro, porque así tú te comunicas más con ellos.
No, claro, obviamente, interactuar más con ellos. Bueno, si realmente para eso tengo que decirte que lo he estado practicando últimamente, y muchos de mis amigos, que cada vez que nos vemos, ya sea en un torneo en Estados Unidos o donde se habla inglés, me han dicho que he mejorado bastante. A mí me gusta hablar mucho. Yo hablo mucho cuando voy a esos torneos, que él va también con Angry Bird. Hablamos muchísimo. Y sigo practicándola. Y creo que si sigo así practicándolo y hablándolo sin miedo, probablemente en un año podamos estar aquí otra vez, pero yo esté hablando inglés con ustedes. Nada de eso.
Okay. He's saying that he's been practicing and that he's getting a lot of more better. His friends has already told him that, and that he's practicing, and that he wishes just to learn more, so he just can come back and just communicate with you guys a little bit more better.
Yes. Because
let's go. Yeah.
Honestly, I cannot wait for that, because I definitely, when we were speaking off camera, I definitely know Caba's English has improved. But I'm telling you, I think his fan base would be 10 times larger than it is now when he speaks English, because he'll be doing tweets and all sorts, and people will be laughing and loving it. So I can't wait for that moment. The other question I've been dying to ask you, Caba, is how on earth do you keep losing your voice at these events and then getting it back within a short space of time? Because I'm a commentator. When I lose my voice, I'm done. Yeah. But you, I don't know how you do it. Your voice is gone, and I can still hear you on the commentary headset. I don't know how you do it. So is there a trick? Do you have a lot of tea? Do you have a lot of like lozenges or something? Talk to me.
Ya entendí. Él dijo como que cómo yo me recupero la voz después que yo voy a hacer un torneo, ¿no? ¿Verdad? Yeah, bueno, no tengo ningún truco. Realmente creo que era la práctica de que aquí en República Dominicana nosotros, la mayoría somos así, que nos apoyamos uno a otro y solemos como vocearnos y apoyarnos. Creo que sería como la práctica, y también lo estoy regulando un poco. Ya no estoy igual que antes. Antes yo voceaba mucho más, ahora lo hago un poco menos, y por eso me recupero más rápido. Pero no hay un truco, ni hielo, ni algún té, ni nada de eso. O sea, simplemente yo me sano y le doy con todo.
So basically he's saying that there's no tricks. That's because our community, most of the players are like that, and I agree. We shout a lot. Yeah. So he just used to it here in DR, and he just does that everywhere that he goes. So so it is that he just got that
energy,
that habit from DR. Most of the players are like this. Honestly, bro.
No, you know what? I saw a lot of you guys. I saw a lot of you guys in the cup, and I know a lot of your people came in the practice room. No, honestly, the community and the energy you guys have, it's definitely some of the strongest I've seen. And I learned the hard way when, Caba, you might remember this. I learned the hard way back in 2018 when Mena and Problem had to face in the cup. and it was you guys versus me and 2 other UK people, and we tried to beat in a shouting contest, and we lost. And I learned that day I'm never challenging you guys to a screaming contest to support my peoples again, because it's just not going to work. So I'll definitely give you guys the crown there. Now, honestly, enough love to the Dominican Republic scene. The other question I wanted to ask, Crossover, we'll go to you now for this one. Is what's your favorite thing about Street Fighter 6? I'm curious. I like asking people, in terms of the mechanic, what is your favorite thing about this game?
My favorite thing about Street Fighter 6.
I mean, you can say DJ if you want to, as a whole package, but
That's completely understandable.
DJ is fun. I like DJ because he's very fun. He just feels like he can do whatever he wants in the game, so I like that. But so he's fun. But what I like about Street Fighter, I think I like how, for now, I know that most of the people will disagree because they are complaining a lot about that. But I like how the perfect parry is designed right now. I know that that's a little bit strange because nobody likes how perfect parry it is right now.
so
But I
why do
actually
you like it?
because it has his tricks, in my opinion, and at the highest level, you just can't spam perfect parry. You are going to get punished every time. I learned that from the Japanese. You can't spam parry. I know that sometimes people get angry because their opponents just
Spam
go for the
parry.
random perfect parry.
all
Yeah,
the-
yeah. And then you get a combo from that, and whatever happens. But you just have to look more into it and see how your opponent is using it, because most of the time people use the perfect parry in a specific situation. So let's say that you -2
Yeah.
or -3, and yeah, so in that situation, I like to walk and see what my opponent is going to do first. So if it depends on that, on what my opponent is doing. If it's the person that is spamming perfect parry all the time, I just try to be more aware of that and
Yeah.
punish it with walk throw. So yeah, I really like perfect parry right now. I know that people would not agree with
Disagree,
me. So,
yeah.
yeah.
Interesting. All right, he'll definitely die on that hill when it comes to perfect parry. No, I respect it. Caba, what about you? What's your favorite thing about Street Fighter
yeah.
6?
Oh, okay, I understand that question. Dile que, bueno, en base a la experiencia que yo tengo, que empecé en Street Fighter 4, lo que más me gusta de Street Fighter 6 es que, aparte de que es un juego que te brinda muchas opciones, ya sea defensiva o ofensiva, o sea, tanto defensa como ataque, sigue manteniendo la esencia de Street Fighter, que son el neutral games, los fundamentos que tú tienes que tener, los whip punish. Eso realmente es una de las cosas que más me gusta de Street Fighter, pero sin embargo hay algo que no me gusta, y no es del juego en sí, es que permite desarrollar el juego, es que los torneos grandes se hagan primero a 3 para uno poder apreciar más esa cosa que yo mencioné. O sea, todas las opciones que te brinda el juego, y todavía sigue manteniendo su esencia de neutral game, fuzzy game, whip punish, etc. Si fuera primero a 3 fuera un éxito. Los torneos grandes, obviamente, los torneos offline grandes o online grandes también. Yo entiendo que sería...
Se me está olvidando, no hable mucho. Se me olvida la vaina.
dale, está bien, lo dejé ahí ya.
Claro. He likes many things about Street Fighter 6, and is the offense in the game, and also the defense, that you have so many options to defend yourself in this game, like perfect parry, and you can do backdash, whatever. You can just jump forward. So yeah, he likes this game because of that. And also, he said something that he doesn't like, and it is that the tournaments right now are just first to two, and that he wishes that in the future that changes to a first to three. So,
Oh, okay.
so yeah, he basically said that right now he likes the game how it is because of the options that you have, and that he wishes that the tournament format of first to two changes in the future.
Okay. Crossover, you might need to translate this part because I've got something. I've got something for Caba in that regard. All right. So when they change the game, okay, let me do it like this. Ultimately, what I've noticed is everybody wants the game to slow down. To what degree, I don't know. Now, if they slow the game down, would you still want it to be first to three, or would you still be fine playing first to two?
You want Cava to answer that?
Yes.
Cava, que si al juego, ¿tú entendiste?
No.
Entonces, déjame explicarte. Por ejemplo, si al juego, porque todo el mundo ahora mismo quiere como que al juego, como que le bajen un ching a la locura, ¿sí?
Okay.
Entonces, supongamos de que al juego le bajen, o sea, que lo pongan un poquito más lento, lo que sea. O sea, tú todavía lo quisieras primero a 3. O tú lo dejarías primero a 2.
Si le hacen ciertos ajustes, o sea, como ciertos balances, donde el daño, por ejemplo, que muchos muñecos que quitan demasiado, que el perfect parry o sea, el uso de el hecho de tú quieras un perfect parry, o sea, tú tengas como más riesgo, no simplemente lo tire al aire. Yo entiendo que sí, que yo pudiera pensar otra vez que lo pudieran dejar primero a 2. Si hacen eso, o sea, como que el juego lo regulan. Sí, pero ahora mismo no está bien.
Okay, so he's saying that depending on on what they do in the game. So let's say that if they adjust the perfect parry, he thinks that it should has more risk, and also the damage in the game he's saying that he is insane. The damage is too high, and if they, let's say, adjust those two, the game can stay how it is right now, just first to two.
Okay.
So yeah,
it really does. Yeah, it really does depend, doesn't it? Okay, no, that is no, that's interesting. I like the back and forth. I like the back and forth we're having here. All right, I got one more question for the both of you before we let you go, because again we could talk to you for hours, but we do have a show to close out. All right, so Crossover, I'll get your opinion on this first. I've heard a couple of players talk about burnout as a situation and what they would change about it. And I've heard Valmaster say if you recover from burnout, you shouldn't get 6 drive stocks, you get 3. And I've heard Xian say in a video that if you are in burnout, the recovery time should be longer. Now, I want to ask you, what would you change, or if there's anything you would change to burnout, or would you leave it the way it is now?
Honestly, I don't agree with any of the opinion of them right now. I think that burnout, the way it is right now, is fine, because burnout is pretty interesting, to be honest.
Okay.
Because you need to avoid that as much as you can. So you need to like manage your meter really good. You need to be good at that and managing your meter. So let's say they buff burnout or nerf burnout even more.
Yeah.
I think it will be too crazy, because right now, as the game it is right now, if you get in burnout early, you can just lose that round. You can lose a round. As the game it is right now, how it is right now, the game, you can lose if you get burnout just once.
Yeah.
You can lose. So I think nerfing burnout even more, it will be crazy.
Okay. Interesting. Caba, what about you? Do you think they should would you change anything to the burnout situation, or would you leave it as it is?
¿Tú lo cambiarías o lo dejarías así, el burnout?
El burnout. Yo entiendo que el burnout es como tú dices, es un mecanismo en el juego interesante realmente, pero hay personajes que abusan mucho más que otros de esa situación. Por ejemplo, cuando tú te has burnout contra Zangief, él no hace gran cosa. ¿Tú entiendes? A diferencia de, por ejemplo, Gar, que es un abusador en burnout. Por ejemplo, Luke es bueno, el mismo DJ es buenísimo, ¿tú entiendes?
Sí.
Yo diría que se le podría hacer como un pequeño ajuste, como un pequeño balance para esos jugadores, pero para esos personajes que no abusan tanto de eso. Sí, eso sí, podría ser que hubiera algo, pero había que analizarlo bien profundo para saber cómo poder hacer ese ajuste.
So he thinks that there's so many characters right now that are really bad in Burnout. And he just did an example with Zangief.
Yep.
That he's very bad in Burnout. So let's say that if they nerf Burnout, those characters that are bad are going to get even worse. Yeah. So he's saying that it's interesting but he thinks that maybe they should buff, let's say, the characters that are bad in Burnout, and just that, but not to nerf Burnout even more. So he doesn't actually like that.
No, okay. No, I respect that. That's a tricky one because we won't get into that now. But it would be a case of how would you do that? Because we were talking about before. For people that don't know, we were talking about this before. If you crossover, we use DJ as a very good example for this. So when they changed the spacing on the sway into the low, when they changed the pushback on it on block, we're just like, hang on a minute. All the DJ players said this is a buff, and it's like, oh, and it's like, okay. So if you change something when it moves against a regular opponent as opposed to Burnout, you could change a lot of things, which is another interesting thing to think about when it comes to balancing this game, because where they think they've toned down something, the players will go, well, thank you, because if I burn out my opponent, it's actually way stronger than it was before. So it's just something to think about down the line. So I know, again, that was a pretty good answer there from Caba. But yes, gentlemen, we're just about out of time. I'd love to talk to you for hours and hours, but we can't do that, I'm afraid. But Richard, can we get their social media on the screen right now? It's been an absolute pleasure watching these guys play, and I like watching them play outside of today as well. Again, big thank you to Crossover and Caba for coming on. Gentlemen, this is where I give you guys the floor, and you get to say any shout outs, any special thank yous. Crossover, you first. Anyone you'd like to thank? Anyone to shout out?
I just want to say thank you to Capcom for the opportunity. I do really appreciate that. I hope that they make more things like this in DR, because there's a lot of players that need to showcase their skills. And it's not only me, Caba, and Mana. So there's more players that are really talented. So I would say that, and also I will give it a shout out to my sponsor, which is Tigers, which is very good. And that's all for me, man. And thank you.
No worries. Caba, what about you? Any last words? Any shout outs? Do you want to ask him to buff Guile? We can try, but...
Que él dice que si yo quiero despedirme con algo.
Que alguna payola, que si tú quieres que buffen a Gael.
Yeah. Of course. No, también quiero darle las gracias a Capcom por la oportunidad realmente y destacar las preguntas que ellos hacen. O sea, que son preguntas como muy interesantes, preguntas muy buenas también. Y que la pasé muy bien, aparte de los juegos, o sea, del set, que la pasé muy bien conversando con ustedes. Así que gracias por todo y que pasen buenas noches.
So he's saying that he actually appreciated the opportunity by Capcom, and that he loved the sets, and that he hopes that not that he hopes, that he thinks that the questions were really interesting and that he loved those questions, all of them. So he said, so yeah, that he just loved the set. Wish you guys a good night.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
We do try, and like we like to, with the whole point of this show, we try to like have a more heart-to-heart conversation about the game with a lot of players, and you guys teach us new things that we didn't know, and hopefully we ask thought-provoking questions to make it easier. And again, it just helps each other, and then you guys have taught me something I didn't know, and then we can all joke about DJ together because we can all agree on that part. It's just stuff like that. So no, really appreciate it from the both of you. Now, okay, gentlemen, when you are ready, because we do have a show to close out, you guys can leave the Discord call. Crossover and Caba, I might actually message you later in regards to players from the DR. So do keep an eye out for that one.
Cool.
All right, gentlemen, it's been a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you so much.
And we'll talk to you very soon.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Bro.
Ya nos podemos ir.
Sí.
Oh, nice.
Take care,
Have a good night, guys.
Take care.
Thank you.
Good night.
You too.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
So, listen, those two, and they're only two of the many players from that region, and those guys support their own people. They're brilliant at the game. They do everything. And again, like
They
like
have such
Crossover
great
said,
insight as well.
you know
Like,
what?
Just gave so much to think about.
Because again, what it is, it's the back and forth, right? Because like
Yeah.
I said, what would you change about Burnout? It's like, okay, some characters are really bad, you're gonna make them worse, and I was like, okay, so let's try and think about this, and then
Slippery slope.
right, and then even said when Caba mentioned the game should be first to 3, and I was like, okay, so if they slowed the game down, would you still want it to be first to 3? And then he said, oh, okay, maybe if they change X, Y, and Z, you can keep it first to 2. But again, he came up with a very good point. How they both utilize their supers? Good question from Olvaha. Very good point. So I've got something to think about now. So again, a lot of the people that play this game around the world that their native language isn't English, they do know a lot. It's just that they can't express it in the way that the vast majority of the community can understand it. Which is, we're still trying to find a way and get these players on, because I want to learn from these guys just as much as, well, I hope they try to learn from us, or they just laugh at us when we can't perfect something. But
What
no.
is this guy waffling about?
Oh, maybe, but no, that was really interesting. Really enjoyed that. Again, apologies for the Steam maintenance ruining our day, but hey, we managed to pull through in the end. But yeah, we're gonna hit up those guys and then try and get some more Dominicans on here, as well as some people from Latin America. We've had a few questions in regards to that as well. But Olvaha, did you enjoy that?
I really enjoyed it. It was a really special evening, 100th episode, hanging out with my great co-host buddies. I couldn't be happier. Also great guests, great insight,
Brilliant.
interesting matchup. Just like characters that have kind of similar tools on paper but play so differently.
And that's ultimately what you want in this game. Veggey, what about you? Because again, you spotted some things that I didn't even pay attention to, and then when you put them out, I was like, okay, cool. Like the empty jumps away. So,
Jammerz, I didn't enjoy it. I super enjoyed it.
Wow. What a plot
No, I thought that
twist.
was great. And I thought, even though it was unfortunate with the Steam maintenance, we did get to have some jokes around that too.
Well, you
so
did.
I
You
think.
did.
And you were engineering really hard.
Yeah,
Really?
well, you were engineering
I was
really hard.
doing a
Very
9 to 5.
nice.
didn't do anything.
Done on that, by the way,
What a
Jammerz.
genius.
That was so good.
Absolute
Wow. I'm not
Steam
even gonna
genius.
ask how you fixed that, because that must be some next level stuff. But I always
has the
enjoy our
tech.
episodes, but I did feel like a special feeling about being the 100th episode, and it took me a while to catch on to Olvaha's 100th visit to the cafe, but I got there eventually, and then I enjoyed that
Damn.
as well.
You made
And
it.
then
We got there.
Solid
I got
finish.
there eventually. It's too good. It's too funny. What about you, Jammerz?
Yeah.
We'll have the floor shoes.
I'm glad you asked.
I'm glad you asked. No, it was good. I've been taking a little bit of a break or a back seat from Street Fighter 6 because obviously studying a lot about this game is crazy, but I've been slowly getting back into things. So this was actually good to get the creative juices flowing and take more notes down and then consider things when we're talking about or commentating this game in the future. And that's what the players do. That's what you guys and the players do. Keeps me working and keeps me up late at night trying to think of theories about this game. But yes, all right. So we've got a couple things to do before we close out. Now, I believe we should have a winner for today's competition. Before I announce that, just to remind you guys, this is what the competition was today. For our 100th episode, we were giving away some Nacon products. So if you're thinking about getting into streaming and you want to not buy all that streaming equipment, hey, we're doing a giveaway. We're giving a webcam away, a streaming microphone, and a wired gaming mouse. Funny that you're gonna have to buy the keyboard yourself. Now, the winner of the event is iGork UK. I think I pronounced that right. If I have not, I'm so sorry I butchered it. So if this person is still watching the stream, Capcom Fighters will hit you up. Is that correct? Capcom Fighters Twitter account will hit you up for your respective details, and they will send these products to you as soon as possible, because this person did guess the score correctly. Because what it was, like we said, you had to guess the score correctly and they'd read it off of the Twitter. You couldn't do it on here because I know a lot of people like to do that, like to come to the stream chat. It's like, oh, competition, let me just type on Twitch. No, they're reading the rules on Twitter. That's why you got to follow Capcom Fighters on their Twitter or their X account, so you guys can enter the competition and make sure everything's there. So congratulations to iGork UK, and you will get your prizes once Capcom Fighters follows you or messages you for your details, so they can deliver it to you there. Right.
Jackpot.
We got one more thing to announce as well, I believe. So this weekend, we got another thing to announce. So the SFL badges are still on sale in the Battle Hub, and I think they are actually going off. They're leaving the Battle Hub at the end of the month. So if you guys want badges, funky badges in your Battle Hub, then you can go still pick these up now. 00 Nation does not have badges when it comes to SFL EU, but you can still collect the badges from all regions: SFL Japan, US, and EU. Don't forget, we're actually Street Fighter League is actually returning for all the years this year coming. I believe Japan's going to have up to 12 teams now, which is insane. That is actually crazy. They're going to have 12 teams. I'm looking forward to that. And of course, we have a local event happening this weekend as well. Saturday the 30th of March. Street Fighter 6, Winner Stays On, coming back. And it's going to be at the Red Bull Gaming Sphere. It will be streamed on Reversal's channel. They've been cooking up some stuff recently, so you don't want to miss out on that. But yes, Red Bull Gaming Sphere. The doors will open at midday, and the tournament will start at 2 p.m. You can join us there on twitch.tv/ReversalGG. I should be in attendance. I should be, because I was going to celebrate with some people yesterday, but it was a Monday and that's a work day, so I might have to move it to the weekend. But I might have time, or I should be able to move the date so I can come on down and press some buttons for Street Fighter 6. But yes, other than that, I think we're done for the week. Again, 100 episodes strong. Gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us the whole way as well. Shouts to the production team. Shouts to all the viewers and the players that have been joining us. And hey, we're going to continue this for as long as we possibly can. We should be back with you next week. We'll try and adjust some sort of schedule or timing so that Steam maintenance doesn't sucker punch us. But yes, other than that, keep yourself safe, keep playing some Street Fighter, and we'll see you on the next episode of Sets. So until then, enjoy yourselves. 100 episodes strong. See you soon.
Sure you can.
Sure you can.